city pop with Papa Majima. Look, we all love Majima. All right, anyone who says they don't is a fucking liar. Just me and Adam right now. Michelle may be tuning in with us in a few hours. And I think we may see at least a few of the other ones when they wrap up the raid they're doing in Final Fantasy.
Wow, we're not even a minute into stream and you're gonna other our friends?
Other? Yeah. I always other my friends.
That's right, I heard this story over and over again.
How's it going, Beers? Also, Adam, we are live, just to make it totally clear to you.
No, I have the stream open.
Okay, good.
Actually, I have it on 2 different monitors.
Oh, good. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so let's see, where do we go? Missions.
I could also figure that out because you did the stream intro.
Yeah, well, I gotta say it.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, that.
Pretty raggedy headache and tummy trouble, but doing better. How are we doing? I'm doing well. Adam?
I exist.
All right. Good enough. Let's see. So that's crocodiles, frosty ring, thermal bunyip. I don't have the sub bunyip, so I can't do that yet. Oh well.
What are you saying, my man?
That's what the vehicles are called. They're called bunyips. This and what I'm driving in right now is called a 4B.
I mean, that does sound like an Australian thing to like they call a car.
Yeah.
Proof. They had something down in Australia called a Brumby.
Yeah. They name everything like it's a cartoon.
Yeah. There was also the Holden Maloo, which was like one of the mute kind of things, but it was called the Maloo.
The Holden Maloo?
Yeah.
You gotta drop a link to that so I can know how it's spelled. Audio balancing's fine, thank you, Cody. We won't be having Cody for stream because Cody is running on negative sleep. I went to the wrong one. Yeah, 4B, 4x4. Exactly. Wait, hold on. Is that a... Yo, it's a giant pie. Goddamn, boy. Oh. Hold on, let me just kill these frogs real quick. Perfect. Thank God. I'm learning that it's not just me who's been dealing with people who can't fucking hear when you're saying your name clearly.
Huh?
Do you know what people have heard my name as?
Worse than like Colin?
Yes, significantly.
Arthur.
No, but you're not too far off. Scott.
Huh?
Scott.
But how though?
I don't know. I really don't have an answer for you. But I've had people who will... I pick up the phone with them, I go, hey, this is Connor with Redacted. And then they go, oh, hi, Scott. I'm like, what the fuck what? What do you mean,
hello,
Scott?
What?
Hey, Jess.
Wait.
Wait. Sorry, we're playing Final Fantasy and we're in the middle of an encounter. I couldn't leave.
No, I know. I know what Becca is doing right now. I wasn't judging anybody for not being here immediately.
Yo, Final Fantasy?
Yeah, Final Fantasy. That's what it's.
Fuck.
That's what it's called when you finally get to fuck that cat boy that everyone really likes.
Grahatia, who's voiced by Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one.
Fun fact, that's not my boy.
I know. I think
I like
it's.
the
I think it's. Is it Jill's or is it Becca's?
it's Jill's.
Okay.
Becca's is Aaronville, Bunny Boy.
Oh yeah, that tracks. Let me suplex your fucking. Pierce says, "Hey, Jess, let me suplex your fucking doctor." But
yeah,
join
me
the
and Bears have
party.
been talking.
Join the party. Join the party, Chief.
Because I complained to him earlier today, since he has been helping me. I told him about my woes.
Mm-hmm.
I called my doctor's office today to be like, hey, I sent in a thing yesterday, but I'm on like day 25 of my period.
Oh.
That is true. Bears did pay for the medicine. He gets first swing.
Yeah, he's a very kind man. Like
Actually,
we attract kind people here.
Let me get to the end of my story, and then we're going to talk about what you specifically said, Bears, because I'm still concerned about it.
We attract kind people. I gotta go.
I get the rebound. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Does this look like the face of
Adam,
mercy
you're
to you?
offering
Yeah.
to pay for my oil change. You are absolutely kind.
Yeah, because the car deserves better.
She does! I love my car! You say was a beautiful, perfect girl, and I can't treat her right.
I still haven't
Sorry,
named. I still haven't named my new car.
You got to. It's part of the methods.
I
Yeah,
know.
you gotta.
Last time
But
it
no,
was.
so-
Oh wait, last time it was Ziggy Stardust. Maybe I can name this one Black Betty because it's a black car.
Oh, fuck me.
Could
Damn
be.
it, lamb.
But no, I called my doctor. I was like, hey, I'm on like day 25, day 26. And of course, this is a receptionist. It's like, I sent in a request yesterday. She's like, well, it takes up to 72 hours before the doctor can get to the refill subscription. So you might not hear back until later today or tomorrow.
Fuck's sake, guys.
And I'm like, okay. I called. Is it that hard to just make a note? Because my old doctor's office, I could do that. I could call and say, hey, can you just leave a note with my doctor and her nurse? And they'd go, yeah, of course. And I'd leave it, and the doctor would get to it that day.
I would say like most doctors can, unless you're really shitty and lazy, in which case you don't because you're an asshole. Like even mine, which is a clinic basically, even mine is like, yeah, we have a message system. You just drop us a message and we'll get to it eventually.
I did. I sent a message over Epic.
Fucking
Epic
losers.
Game Launcher?
No, Epic is a medical system.
Oh,
Yeah.
so even worse.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, it is the medical system that 90% of medical places use now.
If Epic goes down, so does virtually every hospital, Adam. Like for
yeah, it's a
just
real
for
bad
reference.
monopoly.
Yeah, it's a
What did they do?
they're
They
basically
make
so like
the system.
yeah, so basically you know how like for your car for cars and rentals, you have like a system that you like a software you use, right? Okay. Epic is all of the software for every medical system.
They're alternatives, but they are not as prevalent, and they're not as popular with bigger medical places.
Not
So, like,
and
hospital
they're almost
chains.
always not as robust either, unfortunately. So like they have a monopoly in the worst way because like I think there was semi-recently there was a down like an outage for Epic which caused a lot of fucking issues, wasn't there?
I do know of them because I went to Wikipedia and searched my chart and it redirected me to Epic.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me.
okay.
That is exactly it. But I told Nick, right? I was like, hey,
Nicholas.
I changed my mind. You can fight my doctor. And I'm gonna read for you exactly what the response was.
Oh boy.
Please know it's in all caps. Permission to murder accepted. Gaping anus protocol activated.
Yep.
Target Wisconsin. Gaping anus is you explained it, Nick. It's still weird.
He's gonna give that doctor a gaper. Come on, I get it.
Wreck them? I hardly know them.
You can wreck some people without knowing them.
Yeah, that's the other kind of cruising.
Hey-o.
Ew.
No, I'm inclined to agree with Nick here. Your doctor is incompetent at best. Like it's pretty unreasonable to not just be like, yeah, leave me a message.
I don't want to have to doctor hunt is my problem.
I don't blame you.
But I'm probably gonna have to. Because also fun fact, my current doctor isn't considered a tier 1
That's scary.
network for my
What's
doctor,
that mean?
my health insurance, which means I
It's
have
a
to pay the
coverage problem.
second rate. Yeah. The
Yeah.
thing is, it's not that big of a problem because without, giving away where I work too much beyond courthouse, my district has an in-health clinic that we can go to.
So, what brings you here?
So they do things like blood work for free.
They won't find me.
So
No way.
you know how much
think
money I
they
spend
might
on
be attracted
blood
to
work?
orange rat smells. Listen,
What?
if I give you these, will you
Oh,
go away?
I think the
blood
most
work
I ever
done
spent in
next
1
week.
year was about $800 in blood work after insurance.
After insurance. Why so much blood? What was your doctor? Vampire?
No, I'm very sick.
Yeah.
There.
I have to get when my thyroid is out of whack, I have to get retested about every 2 months.
And it's not just a test; it's multiple tests.
It's typically 2, sometimes 3. It's a TSH,
Oh,
mate.
Guidus.
3 T4,
Force Rescue here to help us out.
Oh,
and then
damn.
metabolic
The
panel,
Crocs have
lipid
gotten out of
panel.
that
Why is that man built like a
My
Dorito?
son Clarence here
Why
is
is he
a
built
bit
like a
frightened.
dodo? Also,
It's
what's with his
best if I
stash?
Stay up here and keep him company.
I like.
Could you herd those Crocs back into the gate?
So
for me? No worries.
it's Clarence, Dennis, and what's the other guy's name? Hold on, it's Bruce. That's Bruce.
Good name.
So far, everybody in this family just seems like a homosexual.
I mean, the Dorito-shaped one kind of smash.
I know you'd say that, Adam. I knew.
That checks out for you.
Listen, some people call it predictable. I call it consistent.
I call it comfortable. You know you're
Predictable,
comfortable in what you're
predictable,
looking for.
and consistent are the same, in my honest opinion.
Oh my God, we did find the water that turned the frogs gay.
Oh, that's
That's
it.
awesome.
We found it. It's somewhere in Australia.
Great news, Adam. There's a chance for you.
Bonza, mate. You handle those Crocs like a real pro.
Sorry, what's that
Good
mean?
enough to work at me
No.
Croc farm. Well, I have had some experience.
Wait,
What
I
happened?
answered for
I
Adam.
Anyway,
I wasn't listening.
Thanks again for the help.
Don't worry about it
Little
then.
Clarence here is feeling much better now.
I heard that frog is gay.
Oh
He's a little
dear.
larrikin he is.
I said
Takes
there's still a
after his
chance
Uncle
for you.
Dennis, he does. He's always
mean,
getting in a
are we
scrape.
sure?
Isn't that right, mate?
I mean,
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
grow
say
up
a
to be
statement that's
star
gonna be
footy
really
player.
mean.
Or a
Uglier
jackaroo.
people have
I
found
feel it
love.
in me bones.
Why
Yeah, I
can't we?
know.
Gunner is.
And I think that a lot during my work day.
Oh, what do you think
Yeah.
of?
I was-
Boy.
Uglier people have found love. Why can't we?
Oh no, certainly. It's just a matter of time and finding the right person, really.
My problem is I want someone who's just as much of a homebody as I am. You know where he is?
That's hard.
At home.
At his home.
Yeah, he's not here. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that, Adam.
But
Where
he
is he?
could be in
Not
our
there.
home. I don't know.
Our home.
In the middle
house.
of the
In the
street.
middle of the street.
Our house.
home.
Our house. In the middle of our house.
Barry Kramer
in the
did
middle of our
Barry Kramer did an excellent job editing that so seamlessly.
My favorite part
He
is
really
when,
did.
when it's Dr. House.
Yeah, when it turns into Gregory House.
Our house. In the middle of our.
Hey guys, I'm gonna ask a question, and I know this is probably not the right crowd to ask it to because of how you two are.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a particular person that you like, you know isn't attractive, but you would still fuck?
That I know isn't attractive, but I would still fuck.
Yeah, it's like hard to explain.
No, I get it. I understand what you're saying.
I'm not talking about Junkrat. I think Junkrat's attractive. That's half the problem, Becca.
Junkrat is not attractive in my opinion.
He's not, and that's the problem.
He's
But I think
It's
he's
a-
attractive.
no.
He's a weasel.
Yeah, that's a good way of possibly
Listen,
describing
Connor,
him.
I also think Nye from fucking Trigun is attractive. You know,
That's
I don't have
because-
good taste.
That's because you have dangerous taste.
Not usually. Usually it's Jill. I really ended up with the genocidal one by accident this time.
I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to think over your answer.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because there's a guy who I follow. Like, I don't want to say religiously, but I followed his like work for years, just because I got attached to him at a younger age. And his content is kind of niche, so I enjoy it. His name is Josh Gates. He has a degree in anthropology and in
this guy
theater. He runs on Sci-Fi back when Sci-Fi was still around. He hosted a
Oh,
show.
I know this guy.
Yeah, he hosted a show called Destination Truth, and now he works for Discovery and does. Oh, you know who Josh Gates is? Yes, yeah.
I looked up an image of him, and now I know exactly who this guy is because I've seen his Discovery stuff, and I went,
Yeah, he's.
oh boy.
He just started a new show. The very first episode talks about the Lindbergh baby.
but
Oh
wait.
no, that's a great topic. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like the premise of this show, some of it is like supernatural, but some of it's realistic.
Okay, but
So,
wait,
like,
are we saying he's not attractive? Because I think he's kind of attractive.
He's attractive.
The thing is, I don't think most people would find him attractive. His personality is really attractive to me.
Well, yeah,
No, I
because
think
he's
he's
a
handsome.
dork.
What do you mean?
No, he's a handsome man. That's a handsome man. I think anyone who says that's not a handsome man is probably a little off in the head. That's an
yeah.
attractive
I've
man.
I've been following his career for years, and the fact he has another new show is good for me. I was running out of Josh Gates content. Listen,
I
do
don't
I
know,
believe half the
because-
shit he finds? No. Do I still think it's fun? Yeah.
'Cause if I said smash, that means I think they're attractive.
Yeah.
The thing,
Well-
I can want to smash people I don't think are attractive.
I'll smash people with hammers that I don't think are attractive.
Oh, that's different. Also,
Yeah.
Nick, I can't tell if you're judging me or not with the holy hell. It is
Yeah,
gonna be a
that's-
cold day in hell when
that's
Josh Gates doesn't have
That's an
one.
attractive man who definitely has some. Will definitely always have a job.
Well, the thing is, he's charismatic and he actually has a degree in the shit he's doing,
Yep.
which nails it.
Yeah, it makes
it's
it-
harder to find someone.
It puts him in the perfect position for this job.
Because,
as-
like I said, the new episode was about
The Lindbergh
Lindbergh baby, but it was also about alien abduction and
Okay.
if there was proof for it.
What in tarnation?
Wild.
You
The
just
thing is,
wiped out our extras.
the things that I brought up were interesting, which is the fact that for some reason there was a lot of
But no buts about it.
the Geiger counter went
You
crazy
messed
where
up
it was,
for
which
the
is
last
interesting,
time.
and the way the trees were
Now
growing
you
was
get it.
similar to how they grow in
I've got an
Chernobyl.
emergency in the
But also,
Tie.
I think that's
Hi,
just a
Dennis.
great proof. I said aliens. It's UFOs.
Yeah.
Which are different. And I will stand by that. UFOs and aliens are different.
Well, it's because at the end of the day, it's like I think some people want to try and conflate the two, and like, sure, there is a bit of a you can try to, but the issue is that like at the end of the day, when you say UFO, the answer for what is it could be fucking anything.
Weather
Like,
balloon.
well, yeah, weather balloon. Like the honest answer for a lot of the the honest answer for a lot of the UFOs that happened during the 60s and 70s, fucking U-2s. We literally were testing
They
spy
also-
planes.
They also talked about Havana syndrome in that episode.
Now that's an interesting topic.
Yeah, so like, it's hitting a lot of varied topics, which I'm liking. But
Yeah.
I love Josh Gates. He's so charismatic.
I'm honestly
But
trying to think of more individuals who I would say are not attractive, but I would still find attractive.
I guess then Josh Gates is considered unconventionally attractive. So
Yeah, he's conventionally
Right.
attractive. I would definitely say so.
I don't think he's conventionally attractive.
I think he is. He's got a nice kind of slightly slim face, a well-trimmed beard, pretty decent. Like maybe he's a little chubby, but like nothing like.
And he's losing his hair. Those are two things that are considered conventionally attractive. Okay, maybe I don't know what's considered handsome in society anymore. I've got skewed tastes, alright?
Yeah.
I go from Junkrat to Life Weaver, alright?
So the two forms of twink.
No, I also like Brody.
What the fuck are you
I
two
was just
talking
giving
about now?
examples of extremes.
Overwatch.
But what are you two fucking talking about?
I'm talking
No,
about
that's the
wanting to
wrong
fuck
one.
video game characters.
That's the wrong one. I'm so sorry. It was this one.
What are you two fucking talking about?
Yeah, sorry, my mom came to ask me something, so I fully wasn't paying attention to whatever the fuck was happening.
There we go. I got a fine
Anyways,
shiny donut.
Yeah, that Josh guy's cute.
No, he's
Smash.
handsome.
I love Josh Gates. The shit he's done over the years has been great. Do I think some of the shit he finds is stupid? Sure. But, you know, I'm not as skeptical as other people.
Okay, hold on. Hey, you guys have all watched the original Mythbusters, right?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Who's the most attractive Mythbuster?
Oh, what's
Adam
his fucking
Savage.
name?
Adam Savage. Okay.
Incorrect.
What? I like Adam.
I was gonna go with
Thank
Tori.
you.
I mean-
Yeah, I was gonna say Tori.
He's attractive, but
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
listen,
Well, Carrie's also really attractive.
listen, I wasn't gonna include the girl. She's the default answer, alright?
Yeah,
She's
that's
always
fair.
going to be the
No.
best person.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Okay, I am speaking for
quiet,
myself. I'm always
Tomo.
gonna choose a woman.
Oh, Bears. I love Simon Whistler. That is a
I don't know
handsome
who that
man.
is.
Simon Whistler. This is the Simon Whistler I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Yeah, from like
Casual
all the
Criminalists?
podcasts, all the YouTube shows.
Yeah, he's a
Don't think
handsome
I've made
man.
it. I'm mid-match.
Bald.
I can't Google.
Bald beard, especially whenever he does one where he just wears like a plain white T-shirt. I'm like, handsome, smash, and his accent. I'm like, smash.
Man, this fucking Vinci
Oh, well.
is.
Do I need the bunyip? Maybe, but also, ow.
I don't know who Adam get good is.
Me neither. Is that the new Mythbusters? Because I haven't watched a single bit of that.
There's a new Mythbusters.
There was.
Yeah, it's
I
not
think
really.
it got canceled.
Remember like towards the end of the original run where it was just Adam and Jamie and it didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
do.
weird.
It lost the charm.
Well, it's like, was the basis for Periphery, and he looks just like Simon Whistler apparently. So yeah, in the context of the Mythbusters, like Mythbusters was always the best when it had, yes, Adam and Jamie in the forefront, but also like Grant and Tori and
Connor,
It
I'll
helped
do-
having. They were considered the build team. It helped having the build team because it gave some levity to the very sometimes serious. Even though Adam wasn't always serious, the types of experiments they did always felt more serious.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll do you one better. I remember Mythbusters when it was Harry, Tori, and Scotty.
I remember
yes, she was
Scotty.
pretty.
I watched all of MythBusters.
Yeah.
Multiple
Also,
times, so-
Scotty, you guys heard what happened to Scotty, didn't you?
No,
She died.
maybe. What?
Yeah, I think she was trying for a world record on fastest land speed vehicle, and she was on the salt flats, and it basically ripped apart.
No, shut up. You're lying to me.
I'm being dead serious. I'm pretty sure that's what
Also,
happened.
not to sound. Listen, I'm gonna say a sentence that Connor, you're for sure gonna say, and we're gonna move past it quickly
Sure.
because I don't wanna get into it. I don't do bald people anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna move past it.
that.
I understand. What about like people who shave their head?
That person did shave their head.
Same thing.
Yeah, but what it? Okay, I understand. No, I you know what? I understand.
I
Get
like-
zapped, idiot.
I'm sorry.
like
For
it.
me, a nice man with like a buzz cut and a really good beard.
Uh,
Right,
yeah,
that's
that
what I
way
was
you can walk right
Thank
up
you,
to it and
Becca.
go, and just slap that bald head.
See, when you guys are saying bald, do you mean like Mr. Clean? Because
Yeah, if I'm saying, well, so here's Adam. It's bald versus balding. Balding means that you still got some hair. Bald means it's shiny. It's a fucking cue ball.
okay, because I guess I'm more referring to like shaved head.
Okay, so a shaved head infers that like you'll still be able to see like a pattern, but like also like a shaved head and a bald head are virtually the same thing. Like they're effectively the same because like you could shave your head and shave it fucking shiny, and you're still bald at that point, but it's not the same as being bald.
Okay, I don't. Anyways, men are hot. I love men.
Did we
I
know,
also
buddy?
tolerate men.
Hey, what?
What?
Well,
This is hurtful.
that's my favorite argument to being gay as a choice. It's like, have you ever met a man before? I think I
Yes, I
choose
have.
this.
Yes,
There's
Adam.
two in this call, and sometimes it's questionable.
Hey, wait.
Hold on,
Oh,
hold
you're
on.
right. You're gonna-
That
you're
was
gonna talk about
absolutely a
Connor like
swipe
that?
at me. I know it.
I'm a swipe for both of you.
No, Adam is definitely more masculine than I am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He is. I was making a swipe in the sense of I don't. Wait, I think you misinterpreted what I meant. I was saying I don't like men sometimes, including the ones in this call.
Yeah, I know. I
I
am
wasn't
the,
insulting masculinity.
I am the
insulting
most
man.
men here. I am every woman.
All right, Shaka Khan, relax.
Thank you.
But also, I can listen. I'm making fun of men, but I also, to wrap myself out for a minute, my phone has Reddit on it.
Oh, boy.
I use it to look up game guides because I'm a loser who needs help sometimes playing video games.
I use it to look up hole on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Tell me why me, a person who only uses Reddit for video games, is getting recommendations for femboy subreddit.
Because you strike me as the person who would show who would want to see hole on the internet.
I mean, I do regularly, but what's the point?
You're more masculine. Yeah, you definitely are. I'm not a particularly masculine individual, and I never really cared to be. I'm pretty content at just being kind of myself. Wherever that puts me as far as masculinity versus femininity, I've never cared.
See, for me, it's the fact that I'm really tall and I have a beard. I also don't make noises like that.
You can. It's actually not that hard.
I can't actually. I don't think I can go that high.
It's actually not as difficult as it sounds. So, basically, you tuck the back of your tongue back towards the rear of your throat, and then
We've been over this. I don't plan on doing drag. I'm not tucking anything.
well,
You can talk to do drag.
also.
It depends on what you wear, but I'm not shaving.
Also, if you're tucking your tongue the same way a drag queen tucks, you're going to die.
Me when I stuff my tongue down the back of my throat and duct tape it
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I was like, are you gonna stuff your tongue backwards and then duct tape it? Hello?
Maybe.
Hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm reading through chat. Connor, you said you strike me as a person who'd show ho. You were about to say you struck me as a person who'd show hole.
I was definitely misspeaking because I was meaning to say you strike me as the person who'd want to see hole on the internet.
I mean,
But like
I would
every
for validation and money, but not.
but every
There's a few-
but every time we've ever said the phrase hole, it has always been show hole. So like
Show hole or kick rock.
exactly. So
they're
that's
okay,
why
man.
that's why I was
I know.
beginning to say that way because like I'm so used to the sentence show hole or kick rocks, old man.
I know a few of their songs. They're not so bad.
Kick rocks?
Hole.
Oh.
I like the movie Holes.
You got to
you guys know the
go dig
band.
those holes.
You guys know the whole, the
Oh, I
band
forgot I
Hole,
could
right?
do this with the lasserang. See ya, fucker.
Please tell me you guys know the band Hole, and I'm not talking crazy right now.
I don't, but you could show me
You're
hole.
talking crazy.
Connor, Becca's in chat. You can't do this right now.
Oh, I just realized. Connor, am I stealing everyone? I mean, Adam's my husband. They hit on Becca. Am I stealing everyone from you?
No.
Damn.
It's all right, Connor. What we have is special.
The answer is no, because they're always still mine.
Hey, yo, Adam, that's very possessive of you to say about Adam.
I'm a very possessive individual.
Yeah, I know.
luck.
You're kind of a jealous bitch.
Good luck trying that.
A little bit. It's a bad feature, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's not jealousy in the same sense as like, oh, I feel jealous over someone else getting attention. It's like defensiveness, you know?
Malibu.
You know how a dog is like defensive over like a favorite toy or its owner? Yeah, it's like that.
Do you know the song Malibu?
Who?
Hold on.
That's a state, right?
No, it's a card.
Got it.
No,
No.
here, hold on. I'll just... That's a song by Hole.
I told show Hole or kick rocks old man to your best friend. His exact response was, "I'm telling that to my boss first thing tomorrow morning." Jesus Christ.
To my
Malibu,
eBay friend.
my eBay friend. I only have friends on eBay.
Ba 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 ba.
Man, our first game as a 4-stack had a fucking bot as a tank.
But I
Kill
saw
me.
Get
on
fucked.
eBay.
That sucks, dude.
Anyways,
Found your
Bargain bin
best
eBay.
friend in bargain bin eBay.
Listen, Bargain
Oh, you
Bin has
mean-
some great stuff.
It absolutely does.
You mean the discount section of the FYE?
Oh.
Hey, okay. So I actually true story. So this was probably 2004, 2005, I think. Before these were officially released. Me and my family were going shopping. It was either at a Target or at a Kmart. I can't recall which because Kmart still existed at that point in time.
Okay, Mark.
And there was a bargain bin. So I went through the bargain bin as a kid and I was like, oh, movies. And I found this movie that was a collection of old Disney cartoons. And I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. And I watch it. And even when I was like,
Connor, were the crows on it?
even when I was 7 years old, that black guy singing about Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder and the rest of that cartoon
You had Song of the South?
seemed more than a little bit inappropriate for a child to
Are
be
you
seeing.
kidding me?
And it turns out this was, I only kind of figured this out in the future. It was like a compilation disc, but it wasn't really a compilation disc. It was definitely like a bootleg that somehow got in there.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
Song of the South and the actual films for it, with like Whoopi Goldberg making the announcement beforehand, that wasn't released until, I mean, could someone check when that was released? Because I don't think it was around 2000, that point in time. But it was, I finally saw Song of the South in like a later YouTube video and went, wait a fucking minute, I saw that as a kid. And bear in mind, I didn't live anywhere down south at the time. I lived in New Hampshire. So like there was next to no reason for that to be around. So yeah, if someone could check when the compilation was made, I honestly don't recall. But yeah, I saw Song of the South when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I think. Adam, to provide you clarification, Song of the South is one of those banned Disney films because it's so fucking racist.
It's not just banned. They literally have apologized and made it inaccessible to watch.
Mhm.
It's so bad.
You know, like those old ones where they did like fucking Donald Duck fighting World War II and shit like that, you know?
Okay, but he was an anti-Nazi duck. That was a little bit better than...
Even then, it was bad.
No, because I know about some like anti like U.S. World War II propaganda cartoons.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up now.
They are full of a lot of slurs against Japanese people, and honestly,
Yeah,
a lot of yellow face to an alarming
Song
degree.
of the South.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I'm looking this up. Let's see, when was it re-released with the plot development release home media. So yeah, from 1984 to 2005, then Disney CEO Michael Eisner said that the film would not receive a home release video. And I know for a fact it happened before I was 10 years old. So that basically straight up never should have been there and somehow was. Yeah. It was only released occasionally in as an added feature for Alice in Wonderland in 2004. Walt Disney has some really bad ones. Holy shit, bad ones, yes. Oh god, lava.
I don't think if there's any of that.
Me when I'm trying to find diamonds in Minecraft.
To give you context, I avoided a lot of shit as a kid, just by being poor and being a little sheltered. I didn't know what Song of the South was until I was in high school.
Yeah, and then you saw it and went, oh my god!
I've never seen the full thing. I've seen a part of it and I went, no.
I don't think I've ever seen any of it.
It's...
this is gonna sound like a weird question. You ever been on Splash Mountain in Disney?
Nope, I've never been to Disney.
Oh, have you ever seen Splash Mountain on Disney before the review? Because fun fact, that is a Song of the South ride. They just would not call it that.
Yep, that is.
Because it has a lot of elements from Song of the South.
It absolutely does. Did I hear? Yes, I did. Because guess what, Kate? Zippity Doodah was the exact song I heard and went, huh? This is weird.
I have heard the song.
Yeah, that's Song of the South, bud.
Oh, is that the Song of the South? The
well,
aforementioned song.
Do you want clarification for what that scene is? It's a black man singing about how he's so happy with his life. You know, in the South.
He's an Uncle Tom character.
Yeah.
I'll never look at that song again.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Never mind looking at that song the same again. I'll just never look at it again.
It's honestly, you'll still probably have some trouble finding it easily. Can you? Sure, but like it's one of those things where like.
But Disney.
No, I meant the song, like just the song. Not the like the animation. I meant the song.
It was live action.
They
the more detail I add onto it, you go, oh my god!
They did what to a poor black man?
They had a black man doing live action, and then they animated little bluebirds as he was singing about how happy he was in his current life. You know.
When he was, I think, a sharecropper?
Yep. He was a sharecropper. Yep.
But you know, it's how the South got away with institutionalized slavery.
It was slavery in everything but name.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean slavery?
Just like the modern police force is the equivalent of old bounty hunters.
Just like how modern police forces and just like how modern prisons are just slavery.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not even a shocking one.
Fuck no.
Look how much they pay them.
What is
Hey,
it, like
I
a
have
couple of
question-
bucks?
I have a question. Are license plates really made in prisons?
A lot of them. It depends on the state, but there's a fair number.
I'm trying to remember. I talked about this book with Jill yesterday, and it's related to this topic. So back when Black Lives Matter first started hitting the scene, my TikTok started showing me a lot of black creators and books.
Oh no!
I think Adam just went ahead and looked up if license plates were made in prisons.
Oh no!
And did you like the answer?
No.
Yeah.
It even told me what prison.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Oh no, that shit's always on file. They always keep shit like that, like listed for who, like where it was done.
Help! There was this rock, and then this lava, and then... Calm down, mate.
And there's
Just tell me
so
what
so
happened
many of
from the
them.
beginning. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well,
Oh no!
Oh yeah. Hey, Kate's edition makes it worse. He got an award. Well, an honorary Oscar. He got an honorary Oscar. You know,
The black guy from
the black
movie?
guy only got an honorary
They didn't even
Oscar.
give him a real. They subjected him to that. And they didn't give him a real Oscar.
Yup.
Risky.
I'm
Yup.
calling the cops.
Now follow
Oh wait, I'm not gonna call the cops. What are they gonna do?
You're a real hero.
Why does he talk like that? Thank you for saving me.
Thank you for saving me. Yeah, man. That was I just had to tell that story because it popped back into my head. But like, yeah, learning that my family somehow managed to acquire a copy of Song of the South in a bootleg form, and I don't know how. It was still just like absolutely insane because my dad absolutely did not know what it was. I didn't know what it was. None of us knew. I didn't even tell him. But like I watched it and went, huh, this is weird, and I never watched it again because it was kind of weird.
What is this on my screen?
Well, it was more like it's more like
small eyes.
I had enough like social awareness that I saw it and my brain went, this is
That's not right.
This is weird. Why is he
I don't know
singing
why that
about
was-
this?
Why that was the voice that I gave Child Connor.
Child Connor? I mean,
Papa.
yeah, I was a little British child.
No, you're Fabian from Dimension 20 Fantasy High. Papa.
Papa.
Was it Rain Shout? I think it may have been Rain Shout. It was! So, in a semi-related thing, because Song of the South makes me immediately think of another movie that's fucked up that I'm gonna say and Connor, you're gonna go, oh.
Go ahead.
It makes me think of Birth of the Nation.
Oh no!
Birth of the Nation.
Yeah, I know what that one is. Go ahead, Jess.
So, to
go ahead,
explain
Jess.
it is one of the biggest pieces
Uh-huh.
of racist propaganda that has ever been birthed in the United States. Specifically powered up by and essentially ran by the KKK.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
It's to Google it because I had to double check something. The screenplay is an adaptation from a 1905 novel and play The Klansman.
Spelled with a K.
I think that's enough internet for the rest of my life.
It's part plot, part fiction, part history. Chronicles the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and the relationship of two families in the post-Civil War and Civil War era.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most controversial film ever made in the United States, as well as the most reprehensible racist film in Hollywood history.
If I recall correctly, even at the time of release, people were like, "This is racist."
Oh, it was. It was controversial even before its release. It has blackface, where the black men, quote unquote, were being sexually aggressive towards white women and unintelligent. Of course, if I remember right, if they had any black women. Oh yeah, Becca, it happened.
Yeah, it was 1950. It was not as far back as you would hope it was.
1915. 1-5. No.
1-5.
World War
1-5.
One.
World War
Not
One.
2. Which is probably
Doi,
tomatoes and a gun.
are you feeling up to a challenge?
Depends what it is.
Sorry.
Inside this temple is the deadly stone.
It was a
people of
commercial
Rhino
success is one of the
Cargo.
worst things.
If you face the beast to live, I will give you a reward.
And was thought to be one of the
Why
most
not? Would I
powerful
wanna do
motivations of racial
3
segregation
words.
in the United States.
Lots
Now I bring
of
this up
opals.
because I read a
Can't
book
argue with that.
during the night,
Okay, I'll give it a go.
like I said, when Black
Into
Lives
the
Matter
temple.
really started picking up speed. That is a novella called Ring Shout. And I personally think everything should be adapted this way in the sense of just dunking on racists.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
this book, the Birth of a Nation is like magic alien bullshit in this book.
Okay.
That like causes the KKK clan to like grow exponentially. It's like super bad stuff, you know, things that were semi-real about it. But it kind of turned the people who were in the KKK into like demon monsters.
Mhm.
And so you follow a group of resistant fighters who the main character is a black girl and a couple other, I think black women are mainly what it is. And they just go and execute people who were part of the KKK to get rid of the monsters from hell
Just
trying to take
survive
over
it.
America.
That's what we should do in real life.
Yeah, I won't argue that. Okay.
Legally, that's a joke.
No. it's
Legitimately,
one of those situations where I would say I don't have any issue saying no, fuck them. If you are an openly bigoted racist, you can go rot in hell.
Yeah, die maybe.
I mean,
it's really fun.
will I be the one to kill you? No, because I'm too
Absolutely
lazy to
not.
do that. But
you're not
also,
worth the
if
time.
you died, I would never shed a tear.
Yeah.
Oh, I also know why I showed up, because I was looking for horror books. And it showed up when I was looking at horror books specifically, and it was horror books written by black.
Do you know what's an excellent horror novel you should read? Lovecraft Country. It is really good.
Didn't they make a show about it?
They did?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I can't speak about
don't-
the show, but I can say that the book itself was really quite good.
I need to read more.
Why do
That's
you
not
keep singing
fanfiction.
POD?
Because you guys said Birth of a Nation, and it reminded me of Youth of the Nation.
My problem is, I spend most of my time reading fan fiction. I got upset yesterday because I read a 51,000
Ty the Tasmanian
fanfic.
Hedgehog?
Guys, I have
Yeah.
a really bad problem with word association when it
Whoa.
comes to music.
Made it.
That's fair.
It was easy as.
It's
I read
good.
a 51,000 fanfic last
Oh,
night
okay.
that was untagged as bad ending.
Oh
All
no!
heart, no comfort.
No! How can you have hurt without comfort?
Was agony.
Comfort?
I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
you.
Connor, it's
That's
the thing
my-
we do after the angst to make us feel better.
That's gonna be a new character in campaign 3.
Hey, Connor,
Comfort.
in campaign 3, can we kill a bunch of racists?
I will never say no to that opportunity.
Yeah, let's kill some bigots and racists, guys, in a video game. Not a video game, a TTRPG, but
So like it's that's one of those situations where like will I ever like make it like the main draw of a game to be like, oh, you're killing a bunch of fucking racists. No, mostly because I
No,
feel that's
but-
too shallow, you know?
but also it's fantasy, and fantasy racism exists. So
Yeah.
give us a little bit of escapism where we can actually do something about it.
No, definitely. But I mean, like, what I mean is like, it's one of those situations where like I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice by making it just you are killing a racist. You're killing racists. Because like the reality with a lot of racism is that it's not coming from just one guy. It is a
Yeah, it's
systemic.
institutional.
Yes, systemic
So what you're
institutional
saying is
issue.
we're gonna take down the whole institution.
And see, that's more fun. That's like, because then it feels like you're making a real difference. It's you and all of you being like, we're taking it, we're changing things.
We
To be
are
fair to me, Mercy
chains.
did that in campaign 1.
Mercy did do that in campaign 1.
At the end of campaign 1, she caused a civil war in her own country to liberate it.
Yay!
But also, even in campaign 2, it is a not overtly like a racism thing, although it's definitely part of his thing.
This is my secret.
Inspector Avek was he was a racist, definitely, but he is more so the.
And yell at Google loud and clear.
What the fuck are you talking about, you freak?
Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
This bitch?
Yeah, that bitch. All right, whatever. He's done talking.
I thought you were talking about Cody. I thought you were talking about Cody for a second.
No, Cody's fine. Wealthy people in unsafe vehicles? Yes, absolutely.
You're going to invent cars just to make a Cybertruck, just so someone can die in them.
Oh, Adam, cars already exist, dude.
Yeah, there's cars in our
Yeah, man. Cars.
Cars in your
Yeah, well, it's so I need to make it clear. It is definitely not modern cars.
You got games on your phone?
No.
It's like the Model T.
Yeah, like Model T. That's exactly it.
I'm more excited about the fact that with the sort of real world equivalent time period, it means ocean liners could exist.
Yeah, ocean liners of some sort would definitely exist. Cyber cart. I hate the idea of a cyber cart. It's awful, actually. But yeah, no,
that's where you go to. No.
Inspector Avek was a racist. He was a racist character. He did not like dwarves. He was very much. He claimed it was a mission of unification, which is a claim that a lot of racists make. He was trying to pretend it was for the greater good, which is
what was he, an elf? He
was an elf, yeah.
So he was one of those elf replacement theory guys.
Elven race replacement theory.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, you're not wrong, but also like I wouldn't phrase something so horrible in such a comical manner. I think.
Actually, can I bring up some very current news?
It was a dig at the white replacement.
Yeah, I know. They're so dumb. Aldmeri Dominion. Thank you for the Elder Scrolls reference, bro. I appreciate it.
Aldmeri Dominion be like.
But can I bring up some current news that I think is fucking hysterical?
Go ahead.
What Elon Musk do now?
Not Elon Musk. So Atlas, who is one of the most famous game companies, as you guys are aware of.
Yeah.
Have been keeping something secret under wraps, not letting anyone know.
Yeah.
And they've managed to hide this so well. The presentation is probably next week because I know they have an announcements thing coming up soon. Yuri Lowenthal tweeted. I don't have the exact tweet in front of me, but he tweeted, "Hey guys, I'm really sad to announce I will not be coming back as Yosku. I can't remember the guy's name. And Persona 4 Remake. I asked, they said no. I begged on my hands and knees, and they still told me no. I'm sorry, guys, you won't be able to hear me in it."
Yuri! God damn it! Yuri, you fucking idiot!
No, he did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Also, Kate, I'm pretty sure Cody is referencing the Kursk incident.
Yeah, that is the Kursk incident. That is that's a real piece of history. That is holy shit.
My weird like niche interest in like naval things paying off. Adam knows a thing, guys.
Yes, she doesn't. She does not like war history for the war parts.
I don't either. I just like it for the boat parts.
I like cultural effects on society.
My fascination with like war-based stuff is almost always, I would say it's like a psychological fascination, and because it almost always comes back to, oh boy, why did we do that? Oh no.
Have you ever read any of the, this is gonna sound like a wildly nerdy statement. Have you ever read any of the documentation that came out post
JFK?
World War II in
Oh.
the beginning of the start of the Cold War, and about how the commies were using gay men to infiltrate and weaken the US?
Yes.
Don't let them know!
No, Adam, I got something even better for you, brother.
What's up?
Did you know at one point the U.S. military was trying to make a gay bomb?
Yes.
The what?
A gay bomb. A bomb to make people gay.
Oh no, it worked! Guys, I got hit by the gay bomb!
No,
okay,
so
what else did they do?
the intent was, and what they described the objective as was, they wanted to make a weapon that would basically act like a hyper aphrodisiac.
They're making a bomb to turn the freaking soldiers gay?
Well, and what
That's
they
not
wanted them to
hard to
do was it's not. Was they wanted it to make it so that they were so aroused that they would immediately have sex instead of trying to fight.
Oh, all right. I mean, hey, U.S. Army, if you want to get back to working on that, and just let me know where you're gonna drop it so I can plan my next vacation, I'll be good, guys. I'm gonna get all the boyfriends.
U.S.
But-
military teams up with Grindr.
Yeah.
I mean, they already do, probably more than you think.
Man,
To be
you know how
fair,
pa-
there was also military documents about how, at one
died.
point, they tried to get really strict on queer people in the military. And,
Didn't work
like,
well.
Force around it. When specifically, I think it was a secretary. I can't remember if it was a male or woman secretary who told the general or whatever military position it was that we can't do that because we will lose a chunk of our soldiers and we will lose half of our women workforce.
They were like, bro, do you know how many homos and dykes you got in here? You can't be doing this. Am I allowed to say that word on stream?
I don't know, but I wouldn't say it again.
Fair enough.
Have you? I am a.
Hey, it's Mitchell.
Angry Cuban. Done with your 1 hour of work?
Yeah, my 1 hour of work. It's extra work, to be fair. It's not like it's extra work, and it's also to make up for the fact that, like, my last half hour of my job yesterday, the internet went out and I had to, like, log out, basically.
Okay. Actually, I will say, Jess, considering that Kate just typed the word into chat, we're probably okay.
Okay.
I'll
I'd still watch it.
I'm still
we
gonna-
can't say
I'm
the
gonna-
app's slow, we should be careful.
Yeah, I'm still gonna look it up to make sure.
Yeah, there's over
Oh, no,
half
we're
of the female
fine.
military staff were lesbians.
We are so fine.
We are so bad.
There are multiple individuals with Twitch names that are like that in some variation, so we're fine.
But yeah, I worked for like...
Hello.
Welcome, Michelle. We're talking about things like the Song of the South and the birth of the
God.
nation.
Michelle, did you ever
And,
see Song in the South?
I have seen parts of it.
Okay,
and the gay bomb.
when I was
I am old.
And a gay bomb.
So when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I think, I got a movie compilation. It was definitely a bootleg movie compilation that had Song of the South in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, the funny thing about Song of the South is that, yes, like, okay, I'm not, what is it, fascinated? But it's like very weird.
It's a
Morbidly interested.
It's morbid
Morbidly
fascination.
interested, yeah, about like specifically Song of the South because even when it came out, it was controversial, right? Yet, 40 years later, or 30, however many years later, they're like, oh, we're gonna make a fucking ride based on it. Which,
I literally mentioned that while you weren't in here, but you know way more about it than I do.
which, funnily enough, you can still go to in Japan, by the way.
What?
You can go. The Japan, the Splash Mountain in Japan is still Song of the South.
To be fair,
What?
they just reskinned the one in the US to be Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, that's
Like
very
what,
recent
less
in the
than
last
3
5
years ago?
years. Like 3 or yeah, like I mean the actual ride, it went down in 2020 is when they announced they were doing it, and it only happened last year I think down here.
Yeah, when Jill and I went to Disney, it was still themed after Song of the South.
It was still Song of the South.
Me too, but like in the Japan, is it explicitly Song of the South, or
Yes.
is it Splash Mountain?
Yes.
No,
Splash
the
Mountain
thing is,
uses
Splash Mountain
Song-
has always been Song of the South. They just
It
never
has-
called it that.
Oh
They
my
called it
fucking
Splash Mountain.
god!
It uses Sound and Sound characters. They play the Big Doodah through the ride.
Oh my god!
But mind you, that ride came out in 1989. Okay? That ride is not that old.
There's always been a bit of a racism issue.
Song of the South was controversial. Hold on, I will look up the year for you. Song of the South was controversial. The NAACP. Hold on, I have to move my.
Why are you running?
I managed to hit a topic Michelle has a lot of interest in, so I'm gonna let her go.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Disney is okay. It came out in 1946. When it came out in 1946, it was controversial. They re-released it in 1972.
Fuck!
Which is like
That's
even
so much
worse, by the
worse.
To give you context, my mom was born in 1971.
Hold on.
way.
Hey
To give you
guys.
context, I was born in 1985. Splash
R-
Mountain came out in 1985.
1985.
Real
Yeah,
more 1985 Bowling for Soup, great band.
Yeah.
Question in passing. When did the LA riots happen?
Oh,
96.
wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like right before the
Maybe a little
time.
earlier. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
There's
Maybe 92.
a lot of the, well, there's the LA riots and then there's
92.
the Bloody Summer.
92. LA Riots in 92. LA Riots in
Bloody
92.
Summer.
Then you also have the L.J. Simpson trial, right?
What
Which
was-
also like a very big
Oh.
flashpoint.
He's still
Red Summer was
guilty.
1919. Oh, yeah, dead or not.
Yeah.
Dead or not, it's one or two things. Either one, he did it, or two, he covered for his son who did it. Either way, he is guilty of something.
What I'm saying is, but like specifically for the like the black community, like the O.J. Simpson trial is also like a very big like flashpoint.
Oh, absolutely.
In terms of, like,
Tremendous
you know,
flashpoint.
because there was a lot of like racism that went on with like they fucked up in a lot of ways. And
Well, there's a
one
lot
them
of
was
racism. There was a lot of racism associated with that trial, but also I think there were a handful of black jury members who outright said, I said he was not guilty because of, you know,
Well,
X
the guy,
X recent horrible racist event.
here's the thing, no, but it's also like just like on record that the lead detective was extremely racist.
Oh, no, absolutely. That dude was a horrible
like-
fucking bigot.
And like really fucked it up for them. So
Yeah.
like on top of everything else. But yeah, like in terms of like Song of the South, I was born before the Splash Mountain Ride. I am gonna go like a little bit of like a thing. I'm sorry, I am a Disney person. I can't.
It's okay.
No. Talk
They're
about the
terrible.
ride because this is interesting.
Yeah, it's
They're
pertinent.
a terrible
It's fine.
company. Like we all know they're bad, but like I love the theme parks. I cannot help
Like
it.
it's looking
So
grim.
the fun
Not only
fact
are we
about
up
like
against
Song
a
of the
raging
South, like
bushfire,
Splash Mountain
but Boss
specifically,
Cas has sent a few of his goons in.
so the guy before the like all the people that are there
And
now
I'll be
that are
going the
like
other way.
Tigers and J-Fax or whatever, Bob,
You cracked me up, Di.
was
Okay,
Michael Eisner.
follow me.
Yes.
Michael Eisner is the guy who is responsible for a lot of like, honestly, for a lot of Disney's resurgence, but also responsible for a lot of fuck mistakes that they made as a company in the late 90s to early 2000s. One
Yeah,
of the,
he is.
Yeah, he is. He's like responsible for the renaissance of like the animated movies. That is under his thing, but he's also responsible for California Adventure and Euro Disney.
I know those ones. Go
Well,
ahead.
He is a dichotomy of a CEO. Like when I tell you,
Oh,
but
Connor, can we boost Michelle a little bit?
Oh yeah, 1 second.
Hey, remind me why those are bad.
Hold on,
they
Michelle.
failed
Hold.
spectacularly.
Yeah, hold off for
All
just a
right.
second before you start explaining that. I'm gonna boost you a little bit. Go ahead. You're good.
Michael
Right.
Eisner is he's a special man. He's in his 80s now. He's still kicking it. Like he was. They talk about him a lot on podcasts, right? So like, here's the thing. I'm of the like very specific age where a lot of my like Disney like love comes from Michael Eisner's like reign as CEO of Disney, because it did happen like late 80s to like early 2000s.
Yep.
Which is basically like my growing point, you know what I mean?
That's when I was a child.
Yeah, me too. So Eisner is very funny in a way that he has a son, right? He has a son named Breck. Mind you, the son named Breck is now a TV director. Like, he directs TV shows. He directed The Expanse.
Okay. I know that one.
Yeah, like, he's a director. But in the late like 80s, early 90s, he was a teenager. And Michael Eisner was like, I'm gonna try and see, I'm gonna try and get in with like the youngs. And so he would look to his son for advice. So like Splash Mountain exists because of his son, because his son was like, oh, you need to have like more like, more like exciting rides in the parks. And it's sort of like so yeah, I think it's so funny. The kid's name is Breck too, which I think is very funny.
Breck.
Breck.
That's the sound my cat makes before it's about to throw up.
Yeah.
Breck.
Breck Eisner, an American television director. Oh, he looks like his dad. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's tragic.
Oh, that is tragic. Bob, he's not pretty.
Not a
Michael
handsome
Eisner,
man.
no. Michael Eisner, again, is in his 80s. He's still kicking it. Like, let me see. I'm gonna look up his IMDb.
Disney money can take you. Disney money can take you quite a ways.
Oh wow, he directed The Crazies. He directed, I don't know if he directed, but he worked on The Crazies.
They made a movie about me?
No.
Yeah, Adam, you haven't seen it?
They never even gave him royalties.
Yeah, right?
Oh no, he did direct The Crazies. He directed The Crazies. He directed Sahara, which I did not know he directed.
He directed Sahara?
The whole desert?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say the whole
desert. Yes. No, the movie about.
It's a Matthew McConaughey movie. My
yes,
mom
he directed Sahara.
The trim, one of the top trim levels for the Jeep Wrangler.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. You fucking car nerd.
So like he would ask his kid. He would ask his kid, hey, what's cool and what's like, because I don't know. And I think it's funny because Breck was like, he would like ask his kid and his dad. Yeah, Breck is such a name, okay?
Such an awful name.
It's such a name.
It gives me like I need a fantasy name. Breck.
But yeah, Eisner is so like interesting to me because again, he did a lot of good. But like also, I have been to Euro Disney, mind you. It's called Disney Paris now.
Yeah.
At the time, it was called Euro Disney. It's called Disney Paris. I've been there. I've not been to the second part.
I know why I know the name Euro Disney because it's in Virus Alert at Weird Al.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
One of the things the virus will do is invest your cash in stock in Euro Disney.
Oh, that makes sense.
Good
yeah.
on you, mate.
It failed spectacularly because, as it turns out, Europeans are not really into Disney parks.
No.
And also California Adventure. I mean, it didn't have a lot when it opened, and it had like the worst ride ever known to man called Superstar Limo.
Oh god, Superstar Limo. The story behind Superstar Limo is so fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, the what it was supposed to be originally?
Yeah.
The Caitlyn Jenner experience?
No. Shut up.
No,
it was the Princess Diana experience. So
initially, that's so much worse. Wait.
No, okay. So California Adventure opened in another thing that did not help it is it opened like literally right before 9/11.
Oops.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be you were getting chased by paparazzi.
Oh my fucking god!
The ride was supposed to be you were getting because parks do take a long time to develop. I will say this: parks do take a long time to develop. Like Epic Universe took 6 years of like from when it was like announced to when it was supposed to come out. Mind you, 2 of those years was because like the pandemic, so it was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Wait, was
it
it legitimately supposed to be associated with Princess Diana?
No, what happened is the ride was originally supposed to be you were being chased by the paparazzi, and then Princess Diana died, and the ride had to change.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's. I can't even call that mistake. I just have to call that some horrific fucking luck, dude.
Right.
And then they tried to fix it, and it made it
Worse.
so much worse.
I'm going to find a right.
Bots, kill that man!
Let me find
I'll do it.
a right.
Oh, Cody
to,
did it.
Superstar them all because they do exist.
Yeah, because it was up for a while.
Yeah, because and what happened is so yeah, it existed in a while, and it existed next to one of the worst Disney shows you will ever see. They just talked about it because they were talking. Jess, did you watch the most recent For Your Amusement about Aladdin?
No, not
You
yet.
should watch.
Why?
Hey, bro.
Michael
What can I
Carlson
do
was
for
on it
you?
from Podcaster Ride. It's a very good episode. But they also talk at the beginning of the show that existed before Aladdin, because the way there was like a theater,
You bought a
and they
beauty
do
there, bro.
like they would do like there was like a Broadway style like a really good
They all
Aladdin
ruffle
show
Tess's feathers.
from all experiences.
Catch it, bro.
It was good, but one of the funniest things about it is they had the genie. You know, it's the genie based on the
Robin
genie
Williams?
from Aladdin, and what he would make jokes, and like oftentimes would make jokes about things that were happening currently.
Oh no.
It was in like the very cheesy way, and it was apparently it was very funny, and like people would talk about it, like people.
Hey, Al, you hear about those towers?
I meant like that. I don't think, but they would make like from what? Because like it ran until like 2016. Like it ran until fairly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It only ended because they replaced it with a Frozen show. And now they're probably gonna tear down that part of the park for the Pandora stuff that they're putting in.
Good choice.
Because that's what they're doing. Hey, the Pandora stuff at Animal Kingdom is really nice, so I'm like not gonna be mad about it.
It's actually really. It was one of the last things.
Just
what's his name?
Look, I won't complain. I won't complain about Pandora. I will complain about Frozen. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
What's Pandora?
Frozen was kind of shooting to it.
Avatar.
Pandora's Avatar.
Oh,
Like the Avatar movies?
Tall blue people, not little short Asian boy.
Yeah.
I've never seen
The
any of the
Avatar ride, like that whole area of the park.
What'd
is,
you
like,
do to say, Adam?
I've never seen any of the Avatar.
neither have I.
Avatar movie.
Oh, neither have I. I've only
Okay.
ever
You don't
experienced
have
the
to think it's
parks.
good.
Avatar movie or Avatar the animated show?
I've
Of course,
never
I've.
seen it.
Do you know how many times I've watched Avatar:
Okay.
The Last Airbender?
I just
One of my
needed to make sure you weren't a
favorite
fucking
shows.
heathen in my presence. Thank you very much.
I am a heathen, Connor, but I'm also.
You still need to watch the show. I don't care how old you are. My dad watched it with me and my sister. Okay?
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I will at some point.
Sure.
It is very worth watching.
I understand. I know. I've heard. Trust me. I'm surrounded by people who love Avatar, the TV show, The Last Airbender. So don't worry. I am aware. But what was I gonna say? But like the land at Animal Kingdom is like beautifully done. Like it is like it's so interesting to me because like Disney has, I guess, with their last two like additions to park, kicked up their game a little bit with the Star Wars stuff and with the Pandora stuff because they are very immersive. Like you walk in, you're like, holy shit, I'm somewhere else. Mind you, but it's only been additions to parks as opposed to full-on new parks, which Universal is kicking their ass in.
Yeah, they are.
I will in fact be going to Epic at some point in the next few months.
I will say, I am.
Harris, are you about to make a Homestuck reference in chat?
Jake English. I will say, I'm not a Disney fan. I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. With that said, I think if you gave me the chance to build my own lightsaber, especially if I could get one of those black kyber crystals that they made occasionally, I wouldn't say no to that.
I'm gonna say something so crazy, Connor.
Yeah.
I as someone who loves Disney, fine, I do love Disney, whatever. But I will like fully criticize them. I'm telling you, I don't care about Star Wars. Jess can attest to this. Do not care about Star Wars. Jess can attest to, I was fucking stunned when we walked into that park for the first time.
It's just very,
It
it's
is
very
very well
cool.
It's quite literally, it does feel like walking into something that, like, that, it does feel like walking into a different, like, land, a different planet. It is so, like, it is so,
No! Bears! No, wait, that doesn't make me happy! No!
Fun fact, when I need to have a good cry, sometimes I'll listen to that song.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's why it's good for crying.
It's not just sad because of the meaning in game, in story. It's sad because like that was the last that was the episode where the original voice actor of Iroh passed away. So
Yeah. Here I thought we were going to talk about Homestuck.
No.
we can do that.
No!
You don't have to.
No! I did post the Super Turtle cool ride. But yeah, they had like apparently like there was also in the theater next to it like a really bad show about like I don't know, it was called like Step in Time or something, but it was like real bad from what I've seen.
Bad.
And it was also 9/11 also happened. I believe. Let me look up when exactly it opened because this is gonna drive me insane.
I thought you were going to say, let me look up 9/11.
Hold on, I need to refresh myself. What happened on 9/11? All right.
Hold on, 1 second.
Guys.
You want me to make everyone here that's not me and you kind of feel old?
Yeah, sure.
I was in kindergarten when 9/11 happened.
I only have vague memories of seeing my parents be like really concerned and wondering what the fuck was going on.
See, I have memories of it because of one of the most important things I remember. I was not allowed to leave school until a parent picked us up. Because we live where West Virginia is, we have a massive power plant. And one of the places
Yeah.
that massive power plant feeds to is New York City.
Yep.
I'm gonna say is I don't need
Kate's
to
an infant.
Yeah. Kate wasn't even born when 9/11 happened. I'm pretty sure. Or barely born.
She was 2, according to
She's
herself
2.
in chat.
Jesus. Okay.
2 fucking years old.
Oh my god. What was I gonna say? What I was saying for 9/11, I don't need to know. I don't need to remember what happened. I still remember that day clear as day because I was a fucking junior in high school. Anyway, no. California Adventure opened February 8th, 2001. Okay, that was another reason that like, a fun fact about tourism in general, it went in the toilet after 9/11.
Oh, shocking.
Did.
In the toilet. Especially
Kate,
places.
You know what? You know what happened the opposite?
gun sales?
No, I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm gonna hijack it real quick because
What?
when that form of entertainment stopped, Food Network and other shows like it skyrocketed because people were looking for comfort.
That
That's
makes
why you
sense.
saw the rise of so many cooking shows in the early odds.
Guys, I love Food Network.
Me
I mean, that
too.
I love
tracks.
Food Network.
That tracks.
It's one of the reasons I love Mythical Chef Josh so much.
I need to
because
I need to annihilate Kate's worldview for a moment. Kate, I have terrible news. You are the youngest person currently in or watching this stream. I'm so sorry,
yeah,
dude.
because Connor and I are 28.
Yep.
Adam, I'm gonna
31.
probably show my hand.
Actually,
Because I was gonna say, I think you're 30.
I'm technically
Chef
still
Josh.
27
For like another month and a half.
for another
Yeah, you-
another month and a half, but still, like, I'm technically still 27 right now.
I'm a day older than Becca.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
It happens to all
But,
of us
like-
one day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that
That's
bad.
what you, that's what you think, bitch boy.
Oh, okay. You're gonna kill yourself before then?
Oh my god.
Maybe? I don't know. Hey, you know what? I never know when the middle of my life is gonna be, so I just spend it in a constant state of crisis.
Fair enough. But yeah,
I just know the average age of an autistic person is 36, so.
Already 3/4 of the way in.
Thank you.
I know, you're gonna have to put
Not
me down like
bad.
a fucking dog here in like
Damn
10
right.
years.
Come here, old yeller.
Almost as good as me. You know, Ty, still not too late to join us. We could use someone
Yeah.
like you.
California Adventure,
dreams,
I still
Sloppy.
have. No, have I been
If
to it?
that's the way you
I don't
feel,
remember if I- when I
so
went
be it.
to.
But don't
I
expect
feel
any
like we went
special
because I feel
favors
like we
next time
did stuff
with
in
me.
California Adventure, but I don't actually remember. 'Cause we went. Well, I've been to Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland. Obviously I've been to Disney World a bunch. Duh, I have an annual pass. I've been to.
Cody said, "I have 4 years left. Gonna have to have someone else tag in for the end of campaign 3." Jesus Christ!
This is getting dark, guys.
Jesus Christ, boys!
Well, it is nighttime. Kids, could you lighten up a little?
Kids, could you lighten up a little?
Okay, if you don't let me and Cody have this. Also, Bears is also autistic. He's only got 6 years left.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, I don't know what I am undiagnosed with. I could be next too.
ADHD, possible autism.
So I could only have like 5 years left. I might just make it.
To be fair, I could also, like, I've done tests. I could also be undiagnosed, and I've made it past. So.
Autism George.
In fairness, so there's a real problem with the lifespan percentages and averages when it comes to autism and ADHD. And
Do you know how much is undiagnosed?
Largely because of A, undiagnosed individuals, and B, there is a bias that has existed due to earlier years where the treatment and expected lifespan and predicted end results for autistic individuals was much worse. So like we don't necessarily know how that lifespan diagnostic average is going to raise given the change in general views towards autism, because there is a very large societal component to that whole situation.
Guys, Bear says he can smell the autism on me.
Yeah.
Bears, can you not smell Adam?
Hello, Toy.
Hello there, Tom.
I'm terribly sorry, everybody, but I can smell all of your mental illness diagnostics.
Oh my God! Stop sniffing me! I don't
Sniffer?
know you like that.
Hey, sniff us in chat.
Listen. Oh, I was about to say something way inappropriate for stream. I caught myself. Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah, Cody brings up like the some of the what we call old, I'm using air quotes, old treatments for autism. We're not that old, first and foremost. They are maybe 50 years old. Because a lot of like electroconvulsive therapy. How old do you think that is, Adam?
70s.
Jess, would you like to answer that question?
Electroconvulsive? I don't know how old off the top of my head, but I know it's a lot more recent than you think, because Next to Normal, which is one of my favorite musicals of all time, Aaron Tveit, Baby Girl, call me.
Baby Girl, call me. Me trying to get Becca's attention? Baby Girl, call me.
That's one of the primary uses of treatment from Next to Normal that they use on the mom, and Next to Normal came out 2000, so I'm gonna guess sometime after 2000 it was still being used.
You are correct, because as Cody has just brought up, Extra Life got in a lot of trouble recently for supporting a foundation that still used electroconvulsive therapy. It was still being done into the 2000s.
Oh yeah, no, it's still being done. They do it. It's used for conversion therapy, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. It appears in conversion therapy. Yeah, tremendous quotes around conversion because it doesn't work.
Yeah. You can hear the quotes in my voice.
Oh yeah, we can.
See,
the
concept of the existence of conversion therapy to make someone straight means there's also the concept that I could use it to make someone gay.
Oh, buddy, I could do it without even needing electroconvulsive therapy.
Yeah?
All I need is some nicotine patches and some time.
Okay. Can I give you a couple people on my list who can make gay for me?
They have to consent first and foremost.
Okay, to be fair, let's not because like certain people have made comments that are very like you know, everyone's a little bit gay, and it's like kind of
It's
a person that like
it's definitely can
person
be
that
a
likes to
little
go for straight
offensive.
men. That is a really shitty person.
Yeah. The
Do you know who I'm talking about, Chess?
I don't.
I think I have.
No.
Not off the top of my head
I'm
immediately.
not gonna lie. I say this with all the love in my heart. I was not listening. I'm looking at pictures of him today.
How did I
Michelle,
know?
I think
Oh,
I
that's
actually,
so fair. That's
I actually
so
think
fair.
I have an
You
idea.
know what?
This-
I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's you and it's Aaron's event. Like, I get it.
That's it. I'm sending pictures of him and photos among. That's my baby boy.
Michelle, if I were to use the phrase
Afrin. Oh
hey,
my god.
Hey sister.
Yes, that's who I'm referring to. Correct.
Yep.
You
Hey, sister.
will actually need to
Yes.
explain it for me because I don't know.
James Charles.
Oh, of course.
Charles.
Yeah.
Who is continuing to be a shitty ass human being currently.
Well, he's always been a shitty human being.
No.
No, it was.
Didn't he get busted for trying to get with this straight guy who was like beating the shit out of his girlfriend after she was like, to get him a TikTok career?
What?
Yes.
Oh dear.
The Christ.
Yes. Kayla Malik is her name.
That's it.
RuPaul. Also possible, in fairness.
RuPaul.
That whole situation is real gross because like
It is. It really is.
it's bad. Like he was with the guy for like 9 months.
Yeah.
And she posted a couple videos that were about like basically how abusive he was when like with like evidence and like video evidence and like physical of the physical abuse. And then apparently when she told James Charles, and like the only time in the last year he would like text or anything would be when she would post pictures of the boyfriend about how beautiful he was. And then when she told him they broke up, he was like, "Can I have him now?" After she had told him he was a shitty dude.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real bad. Like I'm obviously not on TikTok anymore, but like I have a couple of YouTube people I watch. Like that's how I get my my quote unquote trauma now. It's like through YouTube videos of people because like there are people who cover the stuff that happens. And bro, James Charles is a shit. Well, and you know what the thing is that he's had multiple things, right? Including the underage, going after underage people. He's had that. And what he does when he like has like too much of a like, I think he jumps to a different platform. So he jumped after like all those like the thing he admitted to it basically, and he's like, I called himself desperate. He jumped over to TikTok, and then he went and he like did a whole video about how like, you know, like talking about like how he, you know, he was tricked by this guy, which not true because
he was tricked. Oh.
Yes, he says that the guy tricked him into feeling bad for him and all that stuff. The guy, and mind you, this guy's in prison now because he was violating probation.
Some fucking people.
He violated probation and he's like in jail for a year.
Bud.
And anyway, he like said like, like he was tricked by this guy, and he made this whole video, and it's very obvious the video was pre-recorded, and the video, because he makes a mention of like, oh, we hope she gets justice, but then he posted it an hour after the guy was sentenced to a year in prison. And she posted a video celebrating it, and then he posted an hour later this like apology video, and then like all the comments are like, oh my god, he did not stutter. Like this man has done 1,000 apology videos. Like he literally, like there used to be a show on YouTube that was about like influencers, and he hosted a challenge about making an apology video. This man knows how to. He's been in front of a camera for ages.
Yeah.
He's been doing this shit for 10 years.
He's practiced.
He did not stutter. Fuck off. Like, and it's of course all these little kids who are like, he did not stutter, like 15, 16 years old. Like, he did. I believe him now. It's like, shut the fuck up.
It's like, oh, kids, you do not understand.
Can I sidetrack for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does Cody mean about you needing bottles of Afrin?
All right, let me double check because I'm pretty sure it was a more recent video about he did Wendigoon recently did a video on, I think it was one on a cult that overtook an entire country and one that was I can't remember. I haven't watched them, to be honest with you. But Afrin is basically a decongestant and vasoconstrictor. And I think that there was a cult that was trying to use it because of reasons. Cody will have to fill it in. Yeah, there it is. So Afrin is one of those. It's almost like, you know how there are guys who will take Benadryl to get high. Afrin is kind of one of those same medications where it has a lot of problems and it can be used to affect people's behavior just because it is an addiction. And whenever you have an addiction like that, it can be used to influence how you behave. So that is where the Afrin came from.
You again. See you, bud.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, there are a lot of drugs like that where you go, huh, it can do that? Huh. Well, that's terrifying.
Wait, I can't take cold medicine into Japan.
You can't take cold medicine in Japan?
Anything with stuff with Sudafed.
No, yeah.
Stuff that they used to make meth.
Yeah,
You
it's a
can't take it
controlled
in Japan.
substance.
Those are illegal in Japan.
Yep.
What is it in Sudafed?
That is stuff that is straight up used to make methamphetamines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I mean, but what? Like, what is it exactly that they say no, you can't have that?
It's oh my god, what is the drug? Hold on.
You'll have to forgive me. I honestly don't know the
I don't know what it's called.
the exact ones.
Yeah, hold on. It's like the stuff that's in like NyQuil and stuff.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh.
1 second. It's methamphetamine. Like it's ephedrine and pseudoephedrine.
Oh.
Yeah, which can very easily be changed and converted into amphetamine.
Amphetamine.
That's why
you're over here using Sudafed because I want to be able to breathe through my fucking nose.
No, and that's totally understandable because like that's the big issue with like stuff like ephedrines and what have you is that there is a legitimate use. There is also a very illegitimate use. It's one of those fascinating things about medications. Granted, a suitably skilled chemist could probably still manage to do something similar to that change without too much work.
Alchemy.
I mean, alchemy was just the predecessor to chemistry.
What you're saying is now Red could do it.
Now Red can absolutely do it. The downside is that the other hand is that since now Red is a chemist, he would be looking directly at the most well-known chemicals for that process. So he'd be looking at wholesale chemicals, which will immediately get the FBI going, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, Mr. Canadian man, what you got going on up there?
Yeah. So could he do it? Definitely. Would he do it? No, because it's a really fucking stupid idea.
Well, I was more making a comment about how that man could make anything out of anything.
Of course. So what do you make? Grape soda out of rubber gloves, I think?
Or candy out of... cinnamon candy out of whatever the fuck... What the fuck was it?
I think it was styrofoam?
He tried to make cotton candy out of, like, actual, like, cotton balls.
Yes. And then he made moonshine out of cotton balls. He is...
No, it was moonshine. It was moonshine out of toilet paper.
Oh, you're right. It was moonshine out of toilet paper. You're correct. Yeah, no. Chemists are like. There's a reason why alchemy was seen as something as almost magical. Chemistry, when you break it down and like do it in a sufficiently advanced enough manner, it basically looks like magic.
Canito Pet is
Canito Pet. Oh,
hey, why'd Canito Pet show up when we were talking about alchemy?
Yo, we were talking about meth and Canito Pet showed up? Perfect.
Interesting how that works.
What was that?
Right?
Yeah, actually, Cody, that's a great question. Canito, have you scared any streamers recently with the same act that you got us? So many! Oh, god damn it, Canito Pet.
Excellent. Never change.
Fuck's sake.
Never
It
change.
is still impressive and so fucked up that you went out of your way to like take the your personal Kinito Pet username and then use it to fuck with everybody who plays Kinito Pet. It's
I love that.
So
I think that's so funny.
know.
I think it's so funny.
Oh, it's hysterical. Like me and Adam got towards the end of that stream, and Kanito literally like pulled back the curtain and was like, "Oh yeah, no, they were initially like planning that idea, but I decided to just kind of go with it anyways." And they just did it on their own time, which was just so fucking funny. Oh my god. Still one of my
Speak
favorite.
for yourself. I had a very bad time.
Yeah, because I changed my name to Adam.
Yeah, I hate you.
It
Walk
was
in front of
funny,
a bus,
brother.
maybe.
It was funny. Oh, that was still a fun set of streams.
It was pretty wild.
Oh, hey, it's
I worked
Adam.
for an hour today.
You saw-
Today's not my work day, but my job, they were busy.
So they
Wednesdays
asked
are,
for
like,
you?
Weird. Wednesdays are like weirdly busy for us. So no, they didn't ask. They like put like, oh, you can pick up hours from this time to this time, from like 6 to 8, and I was like, I'll just pick up an hour. And then I spent like 40 minutes on one phone call because they. And it wasn't even anything like complicated. Like the guest was like super nice, but it was like
It just
she
took
was
time.
Telling me like, yeah, she was just telling me her life story, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna like not. I'm not
I
gonna
won't stop you.
That's me. Yeah. So I was like literally the entire time 2 phone calls, the entire like hour. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
as
Well, also
long as-
like
yeah,
speaking from someone who is with my job, I'm technically in a higher level position as far as the company is concerned. Managers, that's fine. If you're taking a 40-minute to hour-long call, that means somebody else isn't. That's fine.
To douse the flames.
it's not even that. It's that like also like the guest came away so happy by the end of it and was like praising us. So I was like, I did my job.
Yep, you did your
As
job.
long-
That's all that matters.
As long as the guest is happy at the end of the call and I was able to help them. Listen, I got yelled at by two people on one like phone line yesterday. I spent like 5 minutes, like a full 5 minutes. They were like yelling at me. I'm not gonna specifically say what they were yelling about. They were just not happy that I couldn't do a thing they wanted that I literally could not do, and I explained to them I literally could not do it.
Yep.
And then the supervisor also told them we can't do that. And
Ma'am, I'm
like, ended
sorry,
up-
that's impossible.
like no, literally, and the guest was not happy. They were like, "Oh, you're not taking care of us." Like, I literally can't do the thing you wanted to. I have the inability. I am not able to change this for you. And
And that's
the
one of
whole
those
full 5
really
minutes, just 2 people, and it was 2 people on the same line yelling in my ear. And I'm like,
yeah, that's maddening. That's part of the reason when I'm taking calls, because while I will not make it clear what my exact job is nor where I work, I will say that I am in a very similar position to Michelle, where I am talking with people on the regular and trying to assist them with situations at hand. And hey, that's literally not an option is the roughest conversation. Because either A, you get the guy, you either A, get the guy who's like, oh, okay, and they just move on with their day, or you get the person who asks the question 15 different ways in a desperate attempt to get you to be like, oh yeah, we can do it, even though you can't do it.
95% is the first. It's the 5% that make me crazy, and the 5% is what I got yesterday.
Yeah, because you're right. Like you're right. 95% of the time, you say, "Sorry, brother, we literally can't do that," and they go, "Ah, fuck. All right, thanks for telling me, man." And then that's it. They move on. Or
Look, I fully explained why it was impossible for me to do what they wanted to do.
they still like the
And
answer.
they were like, exactly. They were like, but that's not what it said. And I said, but it's because of this, and you're doing this. That is that thing, and you're doing this.
It's like you are doing.
And they kept saying, "Oh,
these are
you
two
don't care
different
about
things, my friend."
You had it set to M for Minnie when you should have had it set to W.
For Wumbo.
For Wumbo.
It's goddamn
And,
you.
like, and then I got the you don't care about us, you're not helping us, and I'm
So you're ready to
very
race
patiently
cocks?
trying to explain
See ya,
why I'm
bud.
unable to do the thing they want. Mind you, in my job, I cannot yell at you.
I feel like we should be legally allowed to say at least once that, yeah, I really don't care. I'm here for a paycheck.
It should be like a PG-13 movie where technically you're allowed one.
I'm allowed to say one
movie.
fuck.
Yeah, one. You get one fuck a week. One fuck a day or one fuck a week.
Yeah.
I cannot. And I can, when I feel myself getting mad, I can feel myself shaking a little bit. And I'm like, I can't. I have to just continue with the patience.
That is one of the greatest things about my job. So
went the wrong way.
I mentioned I work in the juvenile courts. Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even acknowledge those court cases to the general public of my job. Which means when people call me, you know what I get to say?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm not able to help you. If there is a case about this, you need to talk to your assigned social worker or your attorney, or come in with a photo ID.
It's
and then I get to
basically
hang up.
it doesn't exist. Prove it.
Yeah, I don't have to do shit unless a social worker calls, but that does not happen often. Their email is.
I won't say what I do either, but I love that I get to tell people no.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can tell
It's
people
great.
no. They just might not like that I'm telling them no. And I have
you
to be
and I
nice
shake
in the
hands on getting to tell people no.
God,
and you and
I no.
I have
so
to be nice in the way I say no.
okay, I'm gonna maybe I will pull back a little bit more about what I do. I am a what is referred to as a technical service advisor. So I am the guy who tells people how to fix things. I feel like that's safe enough for me to say without revealing too much. And I get all sorts of calls, both people who know what they're doing and people who don't know what they're doing. And there is one specific type of person who is my least favorite to deal with, but my favorite one to smack down.
Go on.
Because we had this other employee who I only got to work with for a little bit, and his name has literally become a verb for literally like calling ignoring the person who is calling us, calling the customer specifically and saying, hey, we're gonna set you up with a call specifically with one of our guys. How does that sound to you? We'll cover everything. And that is the only time that I will literally message my boss and be like, I'm pulling an X.
So you're ready to
And,
see you, bud.
and it means I'm about to completely fuck over this guy who has no idea what he's doing and get someone who actually understands what they're working on in the house. And they hate it, but also they're such pieces of shit whenever I pull it off that it doesn't matter.
I will say in my job, I work customer service.
Yep.
Like that, I think you can get from that.
Yeah, we can figure that part out.
At capacity or customer service, and it is very nice. I did go to my supervisor yesterday, and I was like, or my team lead, and I was like, hey, and I explained what was happening. And they're like, hey, if you keep getting pushback, go escalate it to the other team. And I did. I ended up doing that, and that person ended up calling them back, and it ended up being like they ended up getting like a specific thing waived because they did again. Apparently they pulled the "you don't care about us" thing, which they were doing with me. Apparently they pulled it again.
Of course, they always do.
Whatever. But I was like, afterwards, I was like telling my supervisor, I was like, I'm just gonna like, and I was like, I do not envy that specific group of people because they're the ones who have to deal with the people who are pissed they got pulled.
Yep. Never envy the escalation queue. They're the guys who deal with the worst.
I don't have to deal with that because if they get me enough, I can just okay, yeah, I'm gonna put you on a hold. And have somebody else.
Oh, Becca.
Here, don't worry, let me transfer your call.
Becca is poking Rave's head around the corner of my cubicle. Hello, Rave. Hello, sweetie. Oh, what a sweet little cat she is.
Also, a brief pause in this conversation. The fact that Nick works with meat and still has to do with customers like Michelle does, who works in much more pricey customer service, is insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. It's
Jess,
wild.
you know what I do.
Yes.
And I get that same thing.
People are entitled no matter the service that you're providing.
Yep.
They are entitled because they have been raised in a as of in the last especially. I say this is probably a post. It wasn't a problem that existed pre-pandemic. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like post-pandemic it got way worse. People got way more entitled, and people forgot how to exist.
Yep.
And I mean, I will say for every shit-ass person I deal with, I have a completely pleasant phone call like I had earlier today that I was on for 40 minutes.
Yeah, there are
I was on it for 40 minutes because
this game is fucking you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really.
I've been bent over and pegged in my little Tasmanian Tiger ass.
Oh my god, you want pegged? You should have said that.
What?
Wait?
Wait?
You're so much like Alvaro. Oh my god.
What? Hey! He didn't get pegged!
Wait,
he's getting pegged by his wife every night.
That's what you say!
He's
I
so
never,
much like you.
I never accepted that.
He's so much like the campaign one's party's boss that you guys killed him once by accident.
We didn't kill him by accident. We were tricked into it.
We were tricked.
To be fair, I did say it by accident.
We were tricked into it, and we didn't kill him. We killed our magician jailer.
Actually, you killed Alvaro.
Oh, that's right.
You
kill Alvaro.
You killed both, but Asagio did not have any repercussions. Alvaro got the role that made him be able to see dead people.
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
what, yes, you don't remember that? I do remember that.
No.
Yeah, no, they. I
you guys
described
made
his.
him into the Ghost Whisperer.
Well, I described his eyes turning kind of a pale color, and then I explained out of character. Yeah, he can see dead people now.
Yeah, I remember this.
Hey, Michelle, you would know. Who was the main character? Who was the main actress in the Ghost Whisperer?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, that's who.
Whoopi
That's who you
Goldberg.
guys turned him into.
I love that you immediately went, Michelle, you'll know this. Which is true, don't get me wrong.
You would.
Yeah,
because
I know you know. I know you know TV stuff. So I'm like, shit, Michelle will remember.
I do. I am like a human IMDb. It's so stupid. Oh my god.
Like, if you ask me something about cars, I'd probably know it.
I am like a human IMDb.
How many cylinders does a car have?
Depends on the car.
How many?
I knew that.
How many cylinders does a T1 have?
A what?
A Ford, like one of the first generation Fords.
How? Oh shit! I closed the stream by accident. Hold on. I'm coming back.
Get back in here, asshole. No running.
You might miss conversational points if you're not in here.
No, I closed the Twitch tab. I don't know how early Model T do you want?
Earliest.
Earliest Model T?
Oh.
Let's see. It had.
You can't look it up. I can hear you looking it up.
Yeah, I don't know cars that old.
Oh, okay.
But I will say
96 Jeep.
The answer. Oh, it was a 4-cylinder.
But why do vintage Jeeps gotta have wheelies? Well, you see, it was a different time, and women were very lonely.
Actually, I'll specify it. Adam, 96 ragtop Jeep.
Like a Wrangler?
Yeah, like a Wrangler.
I'm pretty sure in the 90s Wranglers were using straight sixes.
Freak.
Oh my god. I mean, I say this as somebody who immediately went Jennifer Love Hewitt, but still. Also, I mean, there isn't Jennifer Love Hewitt. There's also Medium, which starred Roseanne Arquette.
Roseanne Barr?
Rosanna Arquette, where she worked for the police. That one was based on a real person, by the way.
Technically, it depends on the specific configuration. I was right. One of them was the 4-liter straight six, and the other two were 4-cylinders.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Do you know one of the most fucked up things I've had to be forced to acknowledge on the internet?
What?
The size of Willem Dafoe's penis.
No, that actually seems about right.
The fact that someone wanted to fuck Elon Musk.
Oh, that's
No,
tragic.
many
That seems
people.
wrong, but
Many
money
people
does
have.
that.
Granted, yeah, money.
Yeah, it's money.
Michelle hit the nail on it. Money does that.
Yeah, well,
What's-
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your
it does
price
say
to
that.
fuck Elon Musk?
God,
I
one
mean,
a billion, and then I'm
have
immediately
morals.
mocking his cock.
I have morals. I mean, I'm
Vince, can I
not-
tag him instead?
He would never allow that.
You say that, but do you not remember what happened recently with Prince William?
No, no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Me
Like,
neither.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Let me find what
Oh,
I'm talking about
no.
with enough context. Prince William, pegging, allegations.
This is the strangest sentence that's been said on stream.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
From 2022, for reference.
Oh, okay, wait. I think I do remember that.
This is
Ladies
a-
and gentlemen, we
I can't
are
read what
Prince
it
William
says.
pegging allegations. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want someone to be a popular band called Prince William pegging allegations.
To give you context on oh my god, I cannot fucking pronounce this gossip site. I'm gonna put it in chat. On
Dumois.
Thank you. Which is a pretty notorious gossip and rumor account.
Here's the
But
thing.
it has also been correct.
It's been correct, but it's also been very fucking wrong because anybody can turn in stuff.
Yeah.
So anybody can have, and
I'm
she
sorry.
does not like vet her shit.
I
So
need
she
to.
just says whatever.
I need to point out Cody's hilarious response.
I did
I'd
see
find
that.
a way to peg
saw
him with a
that.
SpaceX themed strap on and convince him it was his idea.
Yes,
Yes.
and that's what he should do.
Gaslight.
Gatekeep.
Robots.
Goatsy.
Bears, you will never hit the level of strange shit I say. I'm censor myself. Anyway, someone submitted that a certain British royal's extramarital affairs is an open secret in London, and was part of the reason he did it is because his wife was too old-fashioned to peg him.
Well,
What a fucking statement.
Which, I'm gonna read the exact quote from this part. The wife doesn't mind her, and in fact prefers her husband getting his sexual needs met elsewhere as long as it doesn't become emotional, which it was in the case of the last woman.
That
Yes.
is a tragic statement for multiple reasons.
Here's my thing. Well, you know, then you have like the next year you have all the conspiracy theories surrounding her, the wife, Kate or Catherine.
I honestly,
Yeah, she's kind of fucked up.
Disappears.
to be honest with you,
Yeah.
my knowledge of the Royals is like slim to non-existent.
oh, it's a song by Lord. Good song.
No, it
There's
isn't.
there's
Shut the
shit
fuck
I
up.
don't say.
What do you mean it's not a good song? I,
hate
love Royals.
that. Adam, I hate that song. Do you know why?
No.
I worked in
It's
like
fucking
Tigers.
retail when that song was popular.
Yeah. That's why I
Well-
like certain Christmas songs make me a little insane.
Yep. Shut up. Shut up.
See, when I worked retail, here's the thing. When I worked retail, I never really had to worry about that because when I worked retail, Target didn't play music in the store.
Oh, you lucky
Now they do.
motherfucker.
Now they do. Now they do. Now they play music in the store.
Yeah.
Imagine
Real
shopping
bad.
to complete silence.
Yeah, that's what it was at Target.
Dude,
At Target,
it sounds
you know
so
what?
great.
I will say the one song that drove me insane is because I worked in the electronics section, so we had the big TVs, and there was commercials that would make me nuts. It was like very specifically, I could still tell you, there's very specifically a back-to-school commercial that starred fucking Melissa McCarthy's husband, Ben Falcone, where he's like on a piano singing a song about denim, and it made me crazy. I could find that commercial on YouTube. Hold on, I'm gonna find. And it made me because it would play over and over and over and over.
What's wrong, Connor?
I hate that you guys just both made that fucking reference.
Listen, Jess and I are married, and therefore we have the same thoughts.
You know what? Hey, I'll make the. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
What kind of jeans does Mario wear?
Oh God, denim.
Yeah, there you go.
I know that one.
Oh, can I tell you guys, my dad, I want you to know, my dad and I part of our, the way we communicate anymore, because I don't text my family a lot. I text them to let them know I'm alive. I'm just bad about talking to my family. It's not intentional, it's just how it is.
No, I get it.
I texted him the other day to tell him I had made a joke that I learned from him at Jill, and she got mad at me, because it's funny. And he sent me back later, hey, I was abducted by mimes. They did unspeakable things to me.
Oh my god.
Hold on. It's not over.
What do you mean?
I sat back, just sigh, and he said, I know, you're speechless.
Ah! You had a
Not done.
follow-up.
Not done. My friend went on a date with a mime. She gave him the silent treatment.
Oh my god.
He just hit me with those rapid fires.
Oh my god, he just like looked up mime jokes.
To be fair, like I said, we do it to each other.
Hey, Jess, I'm really glad to hear that your dad's still thinking outside the box.
Hey, that was good. Hold on, I'm sending him that.
This is a nightmare.
I know it was good because Connor immediately went, ugh.
Purple,
Cody
green,
is
yellow,
correct because
red.
there was a point in time when I'm yours by Jason Mraz was very much playing fucking everywhere. Oh my god.
The problem is, this is gonna sound like related to something earlier. Do you know how my dad and I bonded when I got to be an adult? And didn't fight with each other because we're both too similar to each other sometimes, so we fight? We had watched cooking competition shows together on the couch and commentate with it like it was a goddamn sports game.
You guys are fucking dorks.
That sounds
it was great.
Great.
Because my dad and I would be sitting there and I'd go, I don't know why that guy used that butter. And my dad would go, I don't know why he didn't spend more money on getting that advantage. And
Hey guys.
that's what we
Oh my
would
god,
do.
are you guys talking about Cutthroat Kitchen?
Hey guys.
Yeah, I was.
Why is this bird cunty?
You know what? Is that a
Pass.
bird?
Dinosaur? It's extinct
Just
now.
being a smash or pass, I heard you.
Yeah, you were supposed to.
I
But
know.
yes, I am talking about Cutthroat Kitchen. We ought to watch Guys Grocery Games, Chopped.
Excellent. Excellent.
You have to
I'm trying
watch
think.
Chopped.
Chopped is so much. My dad doesn't like the host of Chopped, but I made him watch it anyways.
Ted
Who
Allen?
was Chopped?
Hey guys.
Is that
Yeah,
Alton
my dad
Brown?
doesn't like Ted Allen.
No.
Oh, Ted Allen. That's
What's
right.
it? Jackson Brown? Michelle,
No,
hello?
I said Alton Brown.
Oh,
Thank
I
you
thought you said
very much.
Jackson
No,
Brown.
my dad
No,
likes.
Alton Brown
my dad
is
likes
Cutthroat
Alton
Kitchen.
Brown.
He's overrated.
Yeah.
I like Alton
A
Brown.
little bit, but he also was foundational in making a lot of people's first cooking journey, so I'm not gonna give him too much shit.
That's fair, but also like he's not. So like the best example is like a lot of like Alton Brown's decisions for cooking really aren't what I would call like good cooking decisions. Are they fine for a beginner? Sure, but like if you have the money, this is the biggest preface, Jess, so I'm not getting on your case. If you have the money, you shouldn't be cooking fried rice in a frying pan. I have to agree with other cooks on that. A wok really is the best bet.
I'm gonna counter that with one important thing. While I do think wok is probably the correct choice, I do believe most shit, it comes down to people knowing how to do the technique and not the tools or the ingredients.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Also, counterpoint, Good Eats was a fun show. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm with Adam on that.
Fun show or not, I think that as far as cooks go, he's not as good as he could be.
I think as far as cooks goes, he was in pivotal, and I will not let the slander happen. Also,
Yes.
he's fucking funny in the fact that he does BDSM torture.
I said my friend's gonna.
Yeah, oh, I love Cutthroat Kitchen. Wasn't Cutthroat
okay.
Kitchen supposed to be coming back?
So, he have a
I
problem.
thought so, but I don't know.
Interstellar time cruiser.
Hey,
has crash landed on the other side of the
Nick,
Don't.
Nick, I need you to look at me right now. Look at me.
teetering
I know you can't see me.
close to the edge. The heat
Don't
shields
have
are
a
already
comment
starting
in
to
the
melt.
word.
I'm slippery enough already. You don't need to do that.
Just stop it burning upon reaction.
Sorry.
No, that's not what I'm.
I'll correct
that's not what
myself.
getting
I'm
at.
greasy enough already. You don't need to do that. I'm already Italian.
I'll see if I
I
can
was gonna
help
say-
you.
No
You're
comment. Do you know
Italian.
what do you know what the worst thing is? You know what my first thought was?
Yeah.
Do you know how much work it would take to get out of all your body hair?
Yeah, I'm gonna say your ears. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Help.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Douse me in degreaser.
I feel like this would be very slippery.
Me and lard? Absolutely. It would be very slippery.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
okay. I don't need to be put in light. I've got plenty of it right here.
Heyo.
Yeah, right. You and me both.
You and me 3.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to make the fat joke while I can.
Thanks, Ty. See you around like a rissle.
Yeah, she's a quarter to hit. If she doesn't make enough before midnight, she'll turn back into a pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly. Because I need skinny people who are fat phobic to be afraid of somebody who's comfortable with saying they're fat and it's not an insult.
God.
I love looking at skinny people when they talk about diet culture and going, I had an eating disorder. It makes them so uncomfortable.
As it should. Like, fuck that.
And also, don't you also have issues with your thyroid?
Yes.
And PCOS. I mentioned this, I think, last stream, but my PCOS, what's good for it is bad for my thyroid, and what's good for my thyroid is bad for my PCOS.
And if you do...
And if you don't. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I can tell you how I lost weight in college, and you'll know why I was malnourished.
Yeah, you didn't
I've said
eat.
this before. I ate 1,700 calories a day while walking 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Which means
give
you
that a
didn't
shot.
eat. No. You shouldn't. Because it's
Listen,
bad.
if Dr. Now were here, he'd tell me that I need a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, guess what? That's not a fucking doctor.
Let me preface this as someone who went extensively into nutrition work. Hey, my Indian food's here. Okay, Jill, I'll be there in a minute.
Indian food sounds
what'd you
so
get?
good. Fuck.
We haven't tried it before. They have this mushroom chicken that's in a tomato gravy onion sauce.
What's it called?
That they just call it mushroom chicken.
What the fuck?
Regardless, what you have to do when it comes to actual calorie deficit is find out how many calories a day your body actually needs to sustain itself, which is called your BMR, which means that is just the level your body would use if you were breathing, shitting, and
Leave it to
eating.
me, mate. I'll see what I can do.
And then you have to add on the calories you get from any level of activity you do.
Yep.
And then that's where you can take your deficit from. But your deficit should always be less than 500 calories.
Yep.
Weight loss is extensively slow
Hard.
for a reason. And
Because
hard.
doing it
Because-
fast is gonna cause you to immediately rebound.
Yeah, so this was when I was in my freshman year of college, so I was a much smaller person than I am now. I went from 245 to 220 in about 2 months. So 20 pounds in 2 months. Not good.
No.
Rebounded hard.
Yeah.
Rebounded really hard once I started eating again. Also ate a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my food because I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
please do, bud. Also, butter
And before
chicken
I get
is really
yelled
quite
at-
good.
Before I get yelled at, I have eaten today before this, Nick. Don't yell at me.
Oh, it's
Did I eat?
chili.
I did eat. I ate like 2 hours ago. What am I talking about? I only ate 2 hours ago. I had McAllister's at like.
I made pulled pork for me and Becca, and I sure hope she put the pulled pork away.
Where'd you pull that pork from?
I bought myself a relatively cheap pork roast since it was going to be getting. Since it was going to be getting is she dead? That's good. Since it was going to be getting basically doused in apple cider vinegar and barbecue sauce anyways. So I kind of cheaped out on that a little bit. Insapotted it for about like 2 hours. End of day, pretty good pulled pork.
Connor, if Beck ever breaks up with you, I want you.
Sorry.
Just to cook for me.
Sorry, if that happens, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. I apologize.
Wow,
I
that's
apologize.
the better option than me? Wow, I see how it is.
No, I'm just very devoted, like a sad puppy.
We've also been together for like
Several
how long
years.
At this point? Like, it's like, yeah. It's
No,
like, No, they got together. Look. They got together like less than a year after we started our game, like a few months after. And
Jill,
and
you need to eat food.
I was gonna say something
well,
much worse.
you're saying this is the second fact they've eaten today. That's good.
No.
That's fine.
It's probably eating more than 2 things in a day.
I've only eaten 2 things.
The statement still stands.
Hey, I shouldn't tell you guys what I eat during the day at work. Then.
I'll kick your ass.
Trust me, I'm very much an eater. I'm actually probably gonna eat after this. I have to go find food. I don't know where we have food, what food we have here, but I eat. I definitely eat. Like, my problem is that today is not an issue, but like when I'm working, I like get up an hour or 2 before I work.
Sneak up on people
And my
like
job schedule's
You're
so
pepper,
weird.
aren't
They
you?
work 3 to 2 a.m.
Your sister's worried sick
So
about
like
you.
I get hungry
my
at like
gosh.
lunch. My lunchtime is 7 p.m.
all
and then
about
like I eat snacks.
I
like,
got
between
lost in thought up here with this
like I only eat
beautiful
like 1 or 2,
scenery.
maybe.
I was
2 meals a
supposed
day.
to meet her at the
Like my dinner
campsite
is at like
ages
10
ago.
o'clock.
Well,
Ooh,
you
pizza
better
rolls
get
fine.
moving on.
I'm out
That's
of
how
fine.
I'm supposed to.
The prison.
I eat
Pizza
2
rolls
meals a
sound
day, and
good.
then I have snacks throughout the day.
Pizza rolls sound good actually. No,
This is
that
really
makes me-
hot, so I can't try it yet.
It has been so long since I've last had pizza rolls.
It's been.
It's
You know what I
been.
like better than pizza rolls is the little
Wait,
pizza
real
bagels.
quick. Hey, hey Bears.
Trust
The
me,
only
I
reason I ate today is because I had $20 stashed away, specifically so I could buy food today on my short day. Otherwise, I would not have eaten any food until 5 p.m.
please
Adam,
understand.
I'm gonna pass
I
you
also...
Jess's PayPal account if you want to send her money.
I have money right now.
No, that's
I need
fine.
to. Did you ever
my
get new
whole-
Did you ever get new windshield wipers?
No.
You know, Faz, maybe
gotta-
I just like the attention. Have you thought of that?
Also, in fairness to me, specifically, I did have. I did not talk about this actually. I did have electricity issues yesterday.
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
all
pretty
day yesterday. I had our. This is gonna be the weird. I live in an old house, so I live in a like house that was built in the 70s. In the 70s, so like my house is old.
Thanks so
And
much for
mind you,
buying
before
my
this, I lived in a
sister
house that was
pie.
built the year that we moved in. And we had a weird thing happen where I guess they called it legs. And there's a leg that
Hey, Dennis!
support that's like for the 110
Relax,
voltage,
mate.
and there's a
It's
leg
me,
that's for the
Ty.
220 voltage.
Yep.
And the leg for the 220 voltage broke yesterday. Out of nowhere, just like broke. And a lot of things, as it turns out, are on 220.
Oh, I'm gonna kill a dinosaur.
Including the plug I use for my computer. That plug is a 220 volt. I had
Really?
to plug in that. Yes, because it used to be the plug that would power.
Oh, for the dryer.
Yeah. So
That's right. I remember you mentioned
I had to take we have like those orange extension cords. I
Ah,
had to take one
nice.
of those, and it had to go plugged in all the way to the other side of the house in my living room. That's why I canceled D&D. I'm supposed to be playing D&D right now. I canceled it because it didn't
That's why
get
we
fixed
have
till.
Michelle.
Yeah, that's why you have me today. I think it can't. It got fixed like. It got fixed like at like noon today. The air conditioning. I live in Florida.
Oh,
The
Michelle,
air
I'm so
conditioning.
sorry.
I had one of those towers, but I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Which is again another reason that D&D got canceled because I was very tired. I took a nap earlier, but our oven. So we did have to go get food. Like, we had to go buy food yesterday out. Our oven is on
fuck, I
it.
didn't realize.
Our refrigerator is not though. Our refrigerator's on a 110, so that's good.
Yeah.
We didn't lose all the food in the refrigerator.
You're going to you were going to lose your dryer, your oven,
No!
and
The
AC.
dryer, actually, the one that we have now is a washer dryer combo.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't lose
and it's
that.
on a 110. So that one was fine. That was fine. Most of our lights were on 220 because we've changed out most of them.
Oh no, Michelle, how will you charge your Cybertruck?
Shut up. Shut the
We
fuck
do
up.
technically have EV charging in our garage.
Don't use it, but you have it.
No, we don't use it. So the guy before us was a contractor, and I guess one of the things he added was an EV thing. So there's just one in our garage. We don't use it because we don't have EVs. But like,
Yeah, my neighbors across the street had one put in because they have a plug-in.
But like most of the lights in the house were, except for the light in my bathroom and the light in my office, all the rest of them were on 220.
Okay, can I be honest with you?
What's up?
No, not you, Michelle. The guy you said the guy who owned the house previously was a contractor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he was a shitty contractor.
No, we changed all the lights.
Okay, good. Because what's
That was
happened is he's put half of your house on one leg of electricity and the other half on one leg of electricity.
No, it's because we changed all the lights. All the lights that I mentioned were all the lights that were changed when we moved in. My mom did a lot when we moved in.
But
like,
no,
the
but
lights specifically.
it's the fact that you have your computer wasn't able to run means that one section of your house is on a different leg of electricity than the rest of your house.
I will repeat the ones that
Michelle.
I'm in the old laundry room. That was a laundry room for the washer and dryer.
How do you plug a computer into a 220?
You don't. It's what happens is in old laundry rooms, especially with electricians who don't necessarily have marked breakers, they will use whatever line they can find and then they'll cap off one. So what happened was they grabbed whichever one they could find, which just so happened to be the other line, and there you go.
Yeah.
Because I'm picturing Michelle with like a converter for like a 110 to 220 to plug her computer into
No.
dryer outlet.
No. It's a regular outlet.
Jess doesn't know this conversation and she's scared. Electricity scares you.
Truly, I had no idea until it was explained to me what happened.
Yep.
And then when it was explained to me, luckily, mind you, since it was that, it was a free fix as opposed to a $5,000 to $10,000 fix.
Yep.
Because it was like something that the Florida Power Light came in and fixed.
Yeah.
They told her, mind you, they told her 10 p.m. and she thought 10 p.m. at night, but it was 10 p.m. in the morning that they were coming in. If she had realized it was 10 p.m. 10 a.m. If she had realized, we would have been in a hotel yesterday. Sorry,
electrician. Ugh.
I'm so sorry. My house is a mess. I hate to say
it.
It
is.
like, it's a mess.
Side note, I have tried this mushroom chicken. I have a complaint.
What's that?
The mushrooms?
No, I love mushrooms. Shut up.
Good.
That was really mean. I'm so sorry.
No. You're right. Go on.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
No.
Thank you, Adam. I'm with you, buddy.
You both are fucking heathens.
Anyways.
Shut the fuck up.
But for the people that are correct in the call, me and Connor.
Yep.
Okay, so me and
and
Michelle.
this is something, Connor, you will agree with on me. There's not enough spice in this, as weird as it sounds.
So is it kind of like, the kind of sweet spiced almost?
I'll be honest with you. It doesn't have a lot of flavor in general.
Oh, that's really sad, actually.
I just don't think there's enough sauce on it to give it a high flavor.
Guys, I really want orange chicken right now.
Mushroom
I want
nasty.
chicken fox.
Jill, with some nicotine patches, I can make you change that opinion.
Jill, you are 100% correct. Never change.
Adam, with some nicotine patches, I can also change that opinion.
Fucking try it, motherfucker.
Okay.
Connor, Jill hasn't been in here. They don't understand that.
Jill, I cracked a joke about using nicotine patches to change someone's sexuality. Basically, it would be horribly, to make it clear, this would be horribly immoral. But if you use that and basically treated the human being like Pavlov's dog, you could effectively make them associate with the addiction with gaining what they want from that addiction and then make them get a positive association. It would be horribly, horribly immoral. And I fear that by stating that, I have made some conversion therapy lunatic think that's a good idea.
I will say this, though. Despite the fact that this mushroom chicken doesn't have much flavor, you know what does have a lot of flavor? This fucking strawberry shake I just got. It's a yogurt-based strawberry shake. Oh my god, it
Yogurt.
fucks.
I mean,
I
I'm
love
gonna
yogurt.
I'm gonna order Indian food because I've had
not.
it once. Not
I've
today.
never had it before.
I've only had it once before.
I'm not
I've
gonna
never
base
had
it
it.
off of this. Because I know Jill got butter chicken, and I assume it has a lot more flavor than this, considering Jill likes
It definitely does. Did I kill the dinosaur? Nope.
Me when I run over Barney with my car?
You're right. Hold on.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna come try your food. Hold on.
I didn't kill them. Fuck.
Give me 1 second. Better craft the chips.
They have this is an Indo-Chinese place.
Indo-Chinese. That's not terribly uncommon considering the closeness of those two regions.
Those are two different places. What do you mean?
I think I've had a Josh Rogan, it's literally called a Josh Rogan, or a Rogan Josh. I can't remember what it's called, but basically it is a Indian dish. It's actually really quite good. Fuck my whore! Uh-oh, the dinosaurs. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, is that why that there's still Tasmanian tigers? Because this is like set in a universe where it's still like old times. That's why dinosaurs exist too.
No, the honest answer is don't question it, Adam. Because also I'm driving around in a fucking ute, so like very clearly they don't give a shit about what the accuracy is.
Oh, so Australia.
Yeah, I'm in
I bet
Australia.
dinosaurs are still in Australia.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Australia? No, I
No.
don't think so.
No. But
you doing
I know
down
Australia's
under?
definitely got some dinosaurs. I mean, just look at the Conservative Party.
Yeah.
But I
Spinach-
do like mine better than Jill. I figured out what it is.
Yeah.
What's that?
It kind of tastes like somebody took the box curry that you can buy, the box Japanese curry, and diluted it.
Oh, that's sad.
Which I love box curry, so it's like not a big problem, but it doesn't have as much flavor.
But what makes that box curry so good is that it's so concentrated.
Yeah. I haven't made curry in a while because I like mine a little
Yeah, it's been-
spicy, and Jill's not a big spicy person.
It's been.
Yeah, it's been.
right.
No.
I'm waiting to see. I'm gonna wait till Friday to get food because I am down to like.
Also, thanks Jill's dad for paying for this dinner.
Yeah, it's been. Jill's dad. I mean, when it comes to spinach, I would say that like chopped spinach is almost always going to be one of the best preparations for it because just straight spinach is.
Best
Unless
way
you
to have spinach is spinach artichoke dip.
Well, yeah, because then it's a dip. Because at that point you're looking at spinach plus artichoke plus basically cream and other fats and some seasonings, which makes it taste significantly better. Oh, excuse me, help.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Big Bang.
Hey guys, what is power to you?
Motherfucker, you don't get to answer that question on stream.
You can't do that. No. I'm not answering that.
No, I know, being an
I
ass.
answered it.
I know, that's the joke.
It's
Yes.
so funny.
You
I will
cunt.
say, okay, for reference,
What-
Connor does
what-
ask us things about our character.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go, I don't answer because I don't know what to say.
Yep.
But sometimes I would answer it back immediately because I know exactly what my character would say. It's so funny. Have you guys, speaking of...
How come when I want to be part of the bit?
No, because if anyone had asked the question, we all would have had the same reaction.
Yeah, we all would have gone, shut the fuck up.
No,
I know, that's the joke, because we all got asked that question.
Yeah.
we all would have said, no matter who asked it, we all would have said, oh, shut the fuck up. To be fair, Adam. He's not a user,
I know,
it is literally...
I'm being an ass.
You are.
I'm trying to have fun and be part of the bit.
Yeah, no. Speaking of like questions and stuff, I've been looking into like Daggerheart, not to like play or anything, but I've been looking into like the character creation aspect of Daggerheart, and like the character creation aspect is really cool.
Yeah, it's a very fun idea.
Because they do like the typical things. They have things that are like not D&D at all. Like you basically, all the classes are made up of two different, like, I don't remember what they call them, but like two different like aspects essentially. So like a seraph, which is like, they don't have clerics, they have seraphs, which are kind of like clerics. There's like a cleric version and a paladin version.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like valor and something else. I don't remember what it was. And those aspects are what you pick from in terms of like things that your character does. And they also have this thing called experiences, where like you pick a thing that's like for your like character. Like it's interesting. You build characters in a different way. And the last thing you do is like, it's a party, and as a party you answer questions about things that like may be in your party, of other people in your party, like, why are you doing this to protect this person?
Oh yeah, I remember that from when like way back when they did the one shot and they all got to ask each other questions.
They each class has 3 questions that you like sort of connect yourself with the other people in the party. It's really cool. I would like to play Daggerheart. I would like to play it in person, I think, at first. Like, I would like to play it with you guys, but I also feel like it's a lot. It's not necessarily more complicated, but it's a lot to learn, and I don't want to like do that.
Are they doing a whole long campaign with it now?
They're doing an 8 session thing.
So it's more like a Dimension 20 kind of like.
Correct.
Yeah, I'd like to try it. I'd be interested to see how it does in like a more, because I've only ever watched it in the capacity of them doing that one shot. But I'd be interested to see how it does as like a longer thing.
I will say, I am kind of curious about what Critical Role is going to be doing for Critical Role Season 4.
I think a lot like this thing that they're doing, the 8, is sort of to test out how the audience responds to
for Season 4. Yeah, which would make sense. Because it's that, or they're gonna probably, like, I can't imagine that they're gonna stick with 5e.
I think they're gonna go to Daggerheart, honestly.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
They got TOV, couldn't they?
So they could do TOV. They could do a Dance 5e, which is a I think it's a free version. It's like a community made version of like an improved version of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Pasta Parade, or AJ, is pretty big on that.
So my thing is, I think they're gonna go with Daggerheart because it does. They're either gonna go with Daggerheart or they're gonna stick with 5e. The only reason I say this is you're either going to pick the thing that benefits you the most, which is Daggerheart.
Which is absolutely Daggerheart.
That is your own thing. And the problem is Exandria specifically is so closely tied to D&D that they may be forced to stick with it.
I mean, it's one of those situations where like they did it with between campaign 1 and campaign 2, where they changed deities. So like the honest answer is like, it is not out of the realm of possibility for them to go, it's still Exandria, shut up, we changed things. Because like that would be the smartest option. You just go, yeah, it's the same, don't worry about the name changes.
And they are playtesting, so they are playtesting 2 other classes. So they released the book this week, or last week, with 9 classes. And they are playtesting 2 other ones. So they're playtesting a fighter class, and I don't remember what was it a warlock that they're playtesting, I think? They're playtesting 2 classes. And the thing is, specifically with the way that classes are built in the game, there is like almost an infinite amount of combinations they can, not infinite, but like there are a lot of combinations they can make to make specific classes if they wanted to make different classes.
Yeah.
Because of the way it's built, which I think is really cool.
It is. I will say, Goldwood Press, please let me see the witch. Let me see the warden, the witch, and the The other one, the Thayers. I really want to see those new classes, please. God, let me have it. I'm so.
Please let Connor have it. I want to play away.
I know. The worst part.
What are they making these classes for?
It's for Tales of the Valiant and 5e technically, since they're so compatible.
Okay,
but
someone tell me. So 5e, is that exclusively Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Yes,
in conversation,
Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Because when I was talking to Becca a couple weeks ago, she referred to TOV as a 5e system, and I got confused.
She's not wholly wrong by referring to that, as technically the way that 5th edition works and the way that a lot of systems work is that due to the way that the licensing functions, they can't necessarily license the base system, but they can license the stuff they make for said system. So Forgotten Realms, that's licensed. The system of 5th edition can't really be protected in that same way.
So there's a license. There is a thing called the SRD, Adam, that is basically the mechanics, right?
Okay.
So the mechanics are in the SRD. That is what things like TOV use. And
so
then they take
armor class, hit points.
Exactly.
The different constitution that stuff.
Yes.
Yes, Jess?
Connor.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to shove that thing up your character's ass?
He needs it.
I don't think he does. That doesn't feel very safe, sane, and consensual.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so the SRD is what things like TOV use. But then they take that and they use the classes and all that stuff are skeleton. Exactly. No flavor. It's literally the map and framework of the game. It's the bones, and then what different systems are the meat, and the meat is what makes the systems as opposed to.
Okay, so D&D is red meat, TOV is white meat. Got it.
Ah, Ty.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, I would call TOV the dark meat and D&D the white meat, because dark meat's always more flavorful. Thank you very goddamn much.
I said red meat and white meat.
Red meat and white meat are
I know. One of you said you went with chicken and beef. I went with chicken and turkey.
I don't like turkey.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Turkey.
I don't like turkey. It's too gamey.
Chicken is more versatile.
I don't think anyone's cooked turkey properly, too.
I don't like...
I think my mom has done a 24-hour saltwater brine with a turkey and slow cooked it for hours. You watch yourself, bucko.
I stand by what I said.
I think, again, we've had this conversation before. I'm allowed to like and eat what I want, and I will not accept any criticism.
Bitch boy.
I'm with Adam.
All right, listen, Fairy Boy.
I don't say anything.
Would you
I know what I don't like.
Wait, what'd you say?
Fairy Boy.
Fairy Boy.
Fairy Boy.
I know what I like, and people make fun of me for it, so I don't say shit about what people don't like.
Michelle, we make fun of you because you don't like food.
I don't like food. I like veggies. I'm going to repeat. I do like vegetables a lot. I just don't like fruit.
Wow, Michelle doesn't like fruit? I'm right here.
Shut the fuck up.
The joke has been made before, trust me, and every time it's funny, Adam. You guys, anytime it comes up, make sure you make it.
I also don't like seafood, so.
I will say
which is wild considering you live in Florida.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous to me, I will say.
I live surrounded by water and I don't like it.
I will say, when it comes to turkey, and any kind of a large animal, it's always better broken apart. You always get a better cook and a faster cook if you break it apart instead of just trying to cook the whole carcass.
Yeah, that's why you spatchcock it.
Well, it's not just spatchcock it. Literally, cut the legs off, cut the wings off, spatchcock the breast and the breastbone and the carcass. Take the rest of the carcass, make stew.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are spatchcock the breast.
One, two, three, four.
Okay, that one's actually pretty good. I won't lie to you.
It's just because really, when it comes to the process of cooking something like that, the amount of time it takes to cook a full turkey, it's ridiculous. You can do so much more in the meantime.
Something better.
Shut the fuck up.
Bears, I will not eat.
No.
I will not eat to spite you for that comment.
No, eat.
Also, My boss is coming back tomorrow, which means she's gonna restock her candy drawer, which is good. Because she
Yeah.
ran out
What?
yesterday, and I needed fruit gummies.
Eat things other than candy.
I still need to
I
get
eat
a
fruit gummies!
Didn't explode
I
during
still need to get a
delivery
mini
like
fridge
his
for my
last
office so I
batch.
can keep drinks there so I don't have to keep
Oh, I
going to
have
the
a mini
vending
fridge.
machine.
I've had a mini fridge in my office forever.
Chicken is more versatile. I will agree with you that chicken is more versatile. I will not agree with you that it retains moisture better, just because turkey is larger, which inherently means it's going to retain moisture better if you cook it right.
I'm gonna go with Cody for one important reason. And this is a philosophy I have about a lot of things that Jill and I have talked about recently in terms of vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Which is that good turkey, in my opinion, is better than good chicken.
Yeah.
But it's harder to get a good turkey, and a bad turkey is much worse
very
than
bad.
chicken.
No, that's fair.
And I feel that way about ice creams as well. A good vanilla ice cream, like a true vanilla ice cream,
is really good.
Light years
Get
beyond
that
any chocolate ice cream.
I say this as somebody who loves chocolate.
It's got
I
an
agree with you.
extremely
Yeah.
There's some
half-life.
good
Oh,
ass.
I love
Hurry on over
chocolate.
to
Chocolate is one of my
Julius's
favorite things.
Oh my god,
like
there's some
chocolate
good
ice
ass like oh my god. When it's like vanilla bean specifically for me.
Oh, yeah. And you
Oh,
can see the little specks.
Yes! So good.
Hey. Guys, you know what's weird? I don't like chocolate ice cream that much.
Yeah.
But if you take vanilla ice cream and like mix chocolate syrup into it, I like that.
It's different.
That's
you got-
different, yeah.
You got basic bitch tastes. Sorry.
I know that. Have you ever seen my taste in men? If you give a white man a beard and a couple tattoos, I'm all over it.
You're right. Guys, someone get a picture of Geralt of Rivia with a beard and send it to Adam. Thank you very much.
No, I don't like
Geralt
long
of
hair.
Rivia has a beard.
Yeah, did I stutter?
So you're gonna do one of those like Tumblr edits of and like give him some like punk tattoos, like people used to
Oh,
do
and
with
give him a nose ring.
yeah, like people used
Adam-
to do with Rapunzel and Ariel.
Adam-
What do you want?
Let me tell you, bud. There's probably a mod for that.
Probably. But also, you don't really like men with long hair.
You have bad taste.
I don't have to answer to you, motherfucker.
You know, there's only one reason why I said that. It's because I have long hair.
Because you have long hair.
That is true. Cody did make Ignatius specifically to target me and Adam. And I will say,
It worked.
if Darius wasn't already pregnant and in a happy relationship, I mean, she's poly, so she could go, like, to other people. But she's very pregnant right now and doesn't want to swing anywhere else.
Yeah, but the funny thing about that is Cody did that in a campaign that I'm not even in.
I
Yeah, but
am.
Iggy's hot.
I am
Iggy is hot.
still waiting for some artwork from Tali, which is a carefully
I know.
crafted silver bullet for all of you.
We know.
I need you to understand something so well right now, Connor. We tried to get Tali to break the friend BA
It's
earlier,
true.
and they
It is-
fought us so hard.
He was
and
like,
told us no.
He was so adamant.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Which I appreciate.
A silver bullet to all of us?
You're the only exception. Just because you're totally
So
gay.
it's definitely a
It's
woman.
a woman.
That's a
it's a
woman.
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 That's good to know. It's a woman.
Listen,
But
David
with that
has
said, with that
trouble
said,
being social.
Adam, I think the bullet will still work on you, but in a different way.
Oh, so she's gonna be serving
Oh, she's
cunts.
cunty.
Exactly.
Okay. So they're gonna want her, I'm gonna want to be friends with her. Got it.
Exactly.
Got
I
it.
know what I have created. I've created a silver bullet. That's the entire intent.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is hot old woman.
Oh, can
She's
she
a
get some
silver-
wrinkles right around her eyes?
She's a silver bullet. That's like the female version of a silver fox, right?
No, it's just. Is there a female
no!
version of a silver fox? Wouldn't it just be hot grandma?
Silver
McGill.
fox?
That's Granny.
Is it
Granny?
silver
That's
fox?
Granny.
Wouldn't silver
That's
fox
Granny.
be gender neutral?
No, so well,
Also-
silver, I've only
Cougar.
heard. Oh,
Cougar's
cougar.
correct.
You're right.
Cougar is correct.
Cradle robber.
A cougar sounds so much worse. It's got such a derogatory
Also,
association.
Connor,
It's
if
because
she,
in our society, because it is a woman-focused thing versus a man-focused thing, that's why.
It's true.
Connor, if she's a silver bullet, she kills werewolves, and I love werewolves.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to kill one of your werewolves.
Silver Vixen is good.
That's a great. That's actually a great one, though.
That is good. I like that.
That's my when I'm an old man. That's gonna be my old lady drag queen name.
Silver Vixen. You're gonna wait until you're an old man to do drag?
Yeah, just for that name.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be the cuntiest grandmother you've ever seen.
That's Granny.
Googer.
So my first debut drag outfit is gonna be me dressing as Granny. Also, I will never let Becca live down the fact that she stole the whole grandma idea from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Becca's
Becca, get in here and defend yourself. She is!
Becca's a thief.
Because way back when...
She owns up to it. She knows.
Yeah. Way back when Becca was supposed to campaign a campaign with... Campaigning a DM is just her relationship with Connor.
Yeah, campaigning a DM is when she is coming to me and asking if she would let me put something into the game. That's called campaigning a DM.
I thought campaigning a DM was when you were trying to get them elected into office.
No, thanks. I'm good. Thank you.
No, so anyways, so at one point, way back, Becca was going to DM a campaign with, at the then time, mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
The one with her or the one without?
Without.
No, with.
Really?
With.
Yeah. This was back before, I don't know if it was before campaign 1, but this was back when, this is a while ago. And I was gonna play a grandma. I think I told you about Monk's grandma, where she's kind of senile, so she signs up to thinking it's yoga class.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, Becca, it was a long time ago. I don't remember the full. I just remember the two of you were the ones who were like. Listen, you're lucky I can remember as much as I do. Who are you guys again?
Also, you're absolutely correct. Cody is my ace in the hole, but that's only when I bury him neck deep.
Also,
also, I don't think Cody wants to be the ace in your hole because he's not. He's ace.
He's ace.
Yeah.
So I don't think he wants.
He's ace arrow, so he will never go into my hole.
I hate this conversation.
See, but that's the fun about these conversations for me, is all I need to do is just say it deadpan enough, and it still works.
I could have grown a spark.
Speaking of Hole, Michelle, if I said the song Malibu by Hole, you know the song I'm talking about?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Because earlier they were talking about Hole, and I went, oh yeah, okay band, I like some of their songs.
You know, listen, I'm very aware of Hole. Courtney Love is the person who has the most hate songs written about her. So many people hate her and write songs about how much they hate her. It's very funny.
I have a friend who's almost named Courtney Love.
Cody, you severely misunderestimate how much I am willing to do physical labor when I am determined enough to do so. Also, have you guys heard the theory that Courtney Love actually killed Kurt Cobain and then just
Of course I have.
Of course. I don't think it's true.
Me neither. Not really.
Because do I think Courtney Love is a pleasant person? No.
No.
I don't think she is a pleasant person. I also don't think she deserves as much hate as she gets.
No, also not.
Did she know she'll create a manga?
Well, I'll put it this way. Courtney Love is she a good person? No, really not. Was her relationship with Kurt Cobain good? Also really not. Their relationship was bad, and Kurt was basically on the outs with her and ready to get rid of her before he committed suicide.
Who's gonna kill her first?
No.
But do I think that she is responsible for his death? Also, no.
Probably not. No.
Because people just, it's easier to, again, I do just think some of this stuff is just rooted in misogyny. Not to
You're
like,
wrong.
not to like make the like bring the sexism of it all, but like I do think some of the stuff is rooted in misogyny, and I do think it's easier to blame a woman for somebody dying, or instead of like being like, no, he was just super fucked up, and like, you know, obviously I don't know what was happening in his brain, and neither do other people, and to act like a woman is like solely responsible for his death or whatever.
So
it is like the whole Yoko Ono was responsible for the Beatles breaking up, and that is
no.
like bullshit, and it's not true at all.
They were already their own problem, and no, Yoko Ono wasn't the only thing that caused it. Was there problems? Sure, definitely.
And I think those problems existed without her, too.
Exactly. Like, Yoko Ono was not the only cause of it. Those issues existed. She did not need to be there to make it worse. It was already bad.
Bye-bye.
In the case of Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain, I honestly don't even think it needs to go back to misogyny, to be totally honest with you. I think the honest answer is people just want an answer that doesn't come back to your favorite artist was a very broken individual. Because it's easier to put the blame on another individual than it is to say, yeah, he was a really broken dude. There was a lot of problems he had. I'm trying to think of another artist where Amy Winehouse, like, what is it fair to cast some blame on her? Was it her ex-husband or her or was it her god damn it, what's the word? But either way, is it fair to cast blame on other people? Yeah, definitely. Is it fair to cast all the blame on them? No, because Amy Winehouse was a very, very badly broken individual who had a lot of issues, and the sad reality of the matter is that when you have that many issues, it's hard to not, to have, these kind of problems and not do stuff like that. We've seen it happen time and time and again, and we'll see it many times more in our lifetimes. And while there are definitely some possible easy explanations out there, the reality is no, those easy explanations don't answer everything, and they are not silver bullets that explain the whole situation. Courtney Love isn't responsible for Kurt Cobain's death, but their relationship definitely did help him along the path. Amy Winehouse didn't die because of her previous relationships and the problems with her not director, but the person who's in charge of her. I can't think of the word, but her relationships with those individuals probably contributed. At the end of the day, no matter what, the answer still is they are people with problems, and the onus isn't solely on one other individual. They themselves also are at least part of the reason why they wound up in that situation. Is it their fault? No. But internal reasons are just as much of a reason as anything else.
No, the reason is a song by Hoobastank.
I'll kick your ass.
All right.
Everyone's going to watch a 5'6" man suplex a 6' something Godzilla, and they're gonna cheer for me.
First.
I am more than fast enough for a man of my size.
Yeah, but you can't outrun a car.
I don't need to outrun a car. I just need to slowly walk after the car.
You're not that good of a pursuit predator.
Bet.
Can you outrun fast car? Oh yeah, Connor, I have a Mustang. You know what those do? Those hunt down the crowd.
What?
You've never seen the videos of like Mustangs leaving car shows where they like veer into the crowd because the driver doesn't know what the fuck they're doing?
What the fuck? Absolutely not. What do you mean?
It's like a thing when like people are trying to show off when they're leaving car shows. Like that's.
No, I genuinely have never heard. Are you being dead serious?
No, yeah, like if you look up like Mustang like crowd show like car, like you'll see like it's probably not just Mustangs, but the Mustangs get the rap for it.
Well, I'd imagine it's any kind of vehicle with a particularly strong engine and an idiot behind the wheel, which.
Yeah. But
a Mustang is just the easiest match for that because you can buy a Mustang with a strong engine and you can put an idiot behind the wheel. You know, just send a guy to the military, he'll do that for you. He'll buy a Mustang and then put himself behind the wheel.
no, I feel like military people probably go for the Chargers and the Challengers.
My now deceased cousin bought a Mustang.
I have a Mustang, and I was never in the military.
Sorry, not cousin, stepbrother. I mix up those terms occasionally.
I've had 2 Chargers and 2 Mustangs, so not a bad example. Camaro, that's a douchebag car.
No, yeah, Cody's correct. The best way to deter another human being from doing anything is to be as
no, because the last time you said you were going to kick my... The last time you said you were going to kick my ass, and I went, "You promise?" It was really weird.
Yeah, because I'm the worst person to say that to. I doubled down, unless it's a AFAB saying it to me, and then I get uncomfortable because I'm scared of the females.
You're scared of women?
Yeah.
Why?
Why would they do to you? Did it bring up bad memories? You want to talk about it?
Why are you both scared of women?
Yeah, we're not scary.
I
We're fine.
I love a strong woman.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
talking about Nick in the chat saying I'm scared of females.
What?
Which, by the way,
I-
don't say females.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Yeah. It's
Female.
derogatory.
What's the problem?
Ugh.
It's derogatory, Connor.
I hate the word. I'm sorry. I hate whenever I see someone refer to women as females. I'm like,
The shittiest people refer to women.
It's one of
as
those
females.
situations like if you're gonna be doing that, you better be doing it in a strictly academic session, and preferably you're talking about an animal, not a person. Because like the act of genuinely looking at another human being going, yes, hello, female.
females.
Yeah, those are all
That's
the
weird,
incels.
dude.
Those are the incels that
It's, in fairness, like the act of saying, looking at a guy and going, hello, male, is just as weird. It's also really weird. Like, why?
Me when the postal worker delivers my mail.
Me looking at the postal worker.
Hello, mail.
Hello, male.
You've got mail.
Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes,
When
I
it
want
comes,
to
I wanna
wail.
wag.
Mail. Thanks, Stink Gang.
No problem.
I grew up on Blue's Clues. What do you mean?
Did you know
So did
blue?
I.
Did
I
you know
cried.
blue is a girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know magenta is also a girl?
Okay,
Yeah.
lesbians. What's wrong with that?
Do you know
they're
I
lesbian.
cried when Steve left Blue's Clues because as 5 to 10-year-old, I don't know how old I was, probably 5 or 6. I thought I was gonna marry Steve so I could have Blue as my pet.
Yo, you know what? That's fair.
My mom said I sobbed when Steve left, and I said, because I was gonna marry him.
Top notch, Jeff.
that sounds right. Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah, well, yes.
No, I mean, as a 5-year-old, I buy that you wanted you as your pet. You wanted to marry
I
Steve.
understand the concept of marriage that well.
Also,
Marriage?
marriage. In fairness,
Oh.
kind of
Well,
Cody has
whether
kind of
it's
hit the
true.
nail on the head. So like with a guy, the expectations for a guy are pretty easy for me. You know, like I understand men basically to the T, but there's just because I am a guy and have, you know, presented myself as a guy for my entire life. With women though, my concern is that what if there's something I don't know? What if I make a mistake? And that's the concern, just because I'm a terribly anxious individual. Is it logical? No. It's just how my brain works, though.
What are we talking about?
Being afraid of women.
Oh. Can't relate.
The fuck? Why aren't you afraid of women?
Connor, I'm gay. You know how many people I grew
What are
up
you,
with?
some kind of? What are you, some kind of homophobe?
Yep. You know me. Hate
No,
them gays.
Adam's the very important part of a phrase that ends with hag. They require the first half of that.
Yeah, right.
And Adam gives it to them. Every time I get closer and closer to saying that word on stream by accident.
Please don't.
My coworker today accidentally said the R slur and like went, they shouldn't be saying that. That is incredibly inappropriate. I'm working on it. I said, that's okay. And she went, no, it's not. And I went, I mean, I say the F slur sometimes by accident. And she went, that's not good either. I said, I know. I didn't tell her it's because I'm gay and I'm allowed to say it.
I know.
Oh no.
I won't explain to you why it's okay for me to actually say it, but it's still, I know.
I'm not coming out of the closet until June hits, and then I'm gonna buy a bra. Pride bag.
Oh.
Censor that!
I'm trying so hard
Go
to
to
say
prison!
flag.
Go to prison!
I need you to understand that. I'm trying to say flag.
Yeah, flag with an L.
I'm so sorry, that was a genuine slip up.
If this got uploaded to, if this gets, oh fuck, this is gonna get uploaded to YouTube. If this I'm gonna need to censor that portion. I know it was definitely an accident, but it was so close. I have to do it anywaes. Fuck!
Pride
Those boffins will be able to breathe easy now.
Literally.
You only got like 3 days left.
It's crazy that it's already
I'm really
basically
disappointed in myself.
Cody, absolutely, please do not clip that. Thank you very much.
I'm more mad I let a Freudian slip happen.
Yeah, you really let Freud slip or whatever.
It was just so funny how you literally went, I'm trying to not say the word.
And then said the
I
word.
was trying to say flag, which is one letter off.
I know.
Yeah, the devil flags.
Shut up!
What? I can say the word flag.
Hey guys.
Also,
I
Jess,
think
if
I'm
you-
not gonna be able to be on stream anymore. I'm so sorry.
Jess is getting canceled.
Fine, shut up.
Are you getting canceled? Are you gonna have to make an apology video? Oh my god, we're back to James Charles.
No!
I think Connor's gonna cancel me and I'm not gonna be allowed to be in streams anymore because of Freudian slip.
No, I won't do that, but I will. I am genuinely going to I'm gonna end the YouTube stream and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find that moment. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna censor it and I'm gonna put up something that says, "She genuinely meant to say this word. She just slipped up."
Listen.
This is a
Can I
not
use
straight
speech
person.
impediment
It's
as an
okay.
excuse?
You can actually, honestly.
You can.
You do have a speech.
You do have a speech impediment, so that makes it like.
You're
acceptable.
also LGBT, so like you can say the word.
No, not on stream.
Not on stream. It's also important to preface, L was one of the words I had trouble with as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
What?
Yeah,
One of the
it is genuinely like you do. Like it's very obvious that you had issues saying flag.
I know.
She said the L. It was just silent.
I do feel genuinely bad now. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
All I know is that right now Nick is probably shrieking with laughter.
I mean, can I be honest? It was pretty
fucking funny.
Jess, I love you. I'm so sorry, but that was pretty.
That
it
was
so
pretty funny.
And it happened so organically too. Like it was kind of perfect.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay, buddy.
No, you're good.
It really was basically your No! Nick!
do.
But I was gonna play Final Fantasy, but like I'm getting tired.
I mean, you also work like crazy hours that are like off of like a person's like normal like.
Yeah, but Michelle would be
circadian.
working right now.
I would be working right now if I were. I'm just like no. It's literally because of yesterday. Completely fucked me up in terms of like sleep.
Well, yeah, because
Okay,
when,
but also,
when you
like-
don't have power, you just go, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep, I guess.
No, I didn't sleep because it was so hot.
But also, like,
it was like 90 degrees in my house yesterday.
you guys also just get tired during the middle of the workday. So if this is technically the middle of Michelle's workday,
I do get tired.
her just being like, man, I could use like an afternoon nap. Like, you never just wanted to take a nap at your desk?
Here's my thing. Here's like it's 10 o'clock. It's about to be 10 o'clock, by the way, on the East Coast. So...
Do you know where your children are?
No, but what I was gonna say is like it's about to be 10 o'clock. I don't have kids, so that's
that was. I don't know if that's like a local news thing.
No,
it is.
It is. Buddy. It was not only is it a local news thing, it's also something that appears on Cartoon Network now. I think, where like at 6 o'clock, yeah, like with Adult Swim.
Network. I don't think Cartoon Network exists anymore, by the way.
Well, it used to exist with Adult Swim going into Cartoon Network.
I don't think that that channel exists anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because of.
No, guys. Jill says I'm going to super jail.
That's such a Jill response, honestly. The term super jail is like such a Jill, like
you're getting sent to turbo hell.
Am I gonna go to appear in court?
Uh-huh. Yeah, in criminal court.
What?
Criminal court.
Court.
Yeah, you're gonna have to face Judge Slay and Inspector Diva, or whatever the fuck.
No, it's actually Inspector.
Don't push your luck, Chief. No, stop it now.
I do feel bad. I know I keep saying it, but I have circular reasoning and I'm autistic about it. I can't help but feel bad.
No, it's okay. And that's the thing is like it's definitely not a. God damn it, Cody! You are pushing your goddamn luck. It's like it's very much like you have a speech impediment. It literally is like one of the words one of the letters you have trouble with, but still, I'm going to be doubly safe with YouTube and maybe do a little work on Twitch too.
Hey, YouTube, suck a dick.
No, that's fair. You can say that.
I think during Pride Month, the gays should be allowed to say the word.
Yeah, because
that's how you wind up with
other people are going to think they're not allowed to say
That's how you wind up with guys like Asmongold going, "Oh, I can say the word."
Exactly.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. We need to check your gay license. Oh, you don't have one? Then you're not allowed to say that word. Sorry.
Guys, did you see the thumbnail for this week's session?
No.
Yes.
No.
I thought I was a goner. My own life flashed before me.
I know you're here, Dracula. You big fucking nerd.
You big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money? Fuck. All right, we're gonna wrap up stream here. Thank you all so very much for being here. I'm gonna save. We are going to be streaming something on Friday. What should we play? Repo? Monster Prom?
Monster Prom?
Ooh, they did just come out with a new Monster Prom game.
They did, but I gotta be honest here. I need to
buy it.
I've never played a single one of the Monster Prom series.
Oh, I own Monster Prom and Monster Camp.
Okay.
We can play it as a 4-group.
That's fine.
Because it has multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, we can do that. We can play Monster Prom or something like that.
I can run it from my computer. You just need to tell me, like what choices you're making.
Got it.
Oh yeah, right. That's how my. No, actually, no. I think when my friends and I played Monster Road Trip, it was actually proper multiplayer.
Yeah. The thing is, I will be killing you all if you take my husband. I don't have to worry about Adam. I already know you're after Scott.
Yeah.
If you touch Damien, I will end your bloodline.
But there are pretty girls there. I'm gonna go with the pretty girl probably.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And don't get me wrong,
bisexual, you make a lot of straight people choices.
Me?
You're right. It's because I'm not a
Connor. Okay.
I hate it here.
Wow! The Scooby Doo laugh. Jesus.
That wasn't even Scooby Doo. That was
That was fucking Muttley.
That was
Muttley from Wacky Racers.
That was Muttley from Wacky Races.
That's what I was thinking of. Yes.
Wacky racists? What?
No.
Knowing the era of Hanna-Barbera from was it Hanna-Barbera?
Yes.
It was Hanna-Barbera. Did Hanna-Barbera ever have issues with that?
I don't think so.
No, but knowing the era.
That's fair. Either way, we'll be wrapping up stream here, and maybe we'll do some Monster Prom on Friday. But with all that
It's a fun game.
yeah, with all that said, special thanks to my friends for hanging out with me. Adam, Michelle, Slur, Jess.
I'm gonna feel so bad about this for like a week.
I'm being dead ass. It's okay. But we're gonna wrap up stream here. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us. Say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.